baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
All right, we are back. This is Gaming the Right Way. This is the Mets Live scoreboard and play-by-play with me, Billy Wright. And the Mets are taking on the Brewers, looking to get the rubber game. Yes, I said rubber game. The Mets came back yesterday with a brilliant performance by the rookie pitcher for the Mets. He won. It was a 4-0 shutout. And so that's now the record. It's the third game, and we'll see who gets this win. Actually, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. My bad. Yeah. So the Mets have another chance to win another series. This will be their third in what, a month, almost 2 months, if they can do it. They got I'll tell you what's going on with the pitching matchups. We got Logan Henderson for the Brewers, who is 3-1 this year, against another rookie for the Mets, Christian Scott. He's 3-1. So we'll get the lineups right now, and we'll go from there. Well, everybody's doing okay. It's beautiful weather out there. Better than it was the other day, of course, and the whole last couple of weeks. Okay, so we got. I hear my voice, and I think, okay, I don't have to check it now, so it's already on there. Okay, good. Usually I check it. Okay, so for the Mets, it will be A.J. Ewing batting first, Lindor second, Bichette third, Binge left field, Polanco DHing fourth, Young fifth, Simeon sixth. No, I'm sorry, that's seventh. Beatty eighth, and Alvarez ninth. So there is no Juan Soto in the lineup today, and I don't think it's going to be a trade, so don't worry about that. I think it's just being a day off, or maybe he may have pulled something. I don't know. I don't have any word on that, but he's not in the lineup. And for the Brewers, it starts with Yelich, Churio, Turang, William Contreras, Mitchell, Vaughn, Bowers, Pratt, and Ortiz. And like I said, their pitcher is Henderson. Give you his stats. In 7 games this year, 2.97 ERA, 33.1 innings pitched, strikeouts 38, and a whip of 0.93. And of course, for the Mets, after coming off the IL this year, 13 games, 3-1, ERA of 2.87, 59.2 innings pitched, 72 strikeouts, and a 1.22 whip. So this is actually looks like a pitcher's duel, but we don't know what's going to happen. So that should start about, I say, about 6 minutes or so. We do have some games going on, of course. Hey, thank you for the subscribe. Alrighty. Don't have the person that's there, but I do appreciate you. And this is for you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So what I was saying, excuse me, I guess it's, I don't know what's going on in my throat. There's a lot of games going on. There's a couple of doubleheaders. Well, yeah, I think there's 2 doubleheaders, which I thought that Thursday would have been an off day. The Baltimore and Boston would do that game on Thursday. So whatever happened was that I guess they needed to, have that day cleared for travel. So anyway, getting down to that is that I do my little spin with all the teams on that day or today, and I included, all the teams that were going to be late night tonight, because I figure I get this game in and get another game in, and no lies, guys, no lies. The winners of that was the Orioles-Red Sox game, so I get to do another game. I did it on Monday night. I was really excited. Unfortunately, the Orioles didn't keep their streak, but the Red Sox did. The Red Sox are now, actually, they are now in 14-game winning streak, and I just saw before the game they are now winning 4-0 in the bottom of the second, on their way to 15 if they win, and of course tonight could be 16. So I got that game on the next, after as long as the Mets don't go 5 or 6 hours or more, I should be doing that game. So that's exciting. I think it's history, I guess, if they, I don't know, in their history. So I don't know, but anyway, excited about that. And so yeah, but like I said, I am a Met. I love my Mets. Unfortunately, they're not going to go any this year. So to give me some non-stress, and I do. Excuse me again. I gotta take something. Something's going on. Take my diet soda here. Pepsi sugar, 0 sugar. Excuse me. But anyway, yeah. So for stress relief, I don't do as much as I should with the Mets because of this year. Just you know how it is with the Mets. Come on. We all know they're selling, and hopefully they sell the right people and don't take none of our rookies. Especially last night's pitcher Thornton. He finally got his first win, and really like him. I really like Scott, and of course McLean. Those 3 guys are non-touchable, and of course Juan Soto, and then you got the 2 outfielders who are. I mean, you can't say nothing more about A.J. Ewing and his defense. Is spectacular last night, and of course Carson Binge. The year that he's given us, you know what I'm saying? So those guys are untouchables to me. But everybody else can go. Hello, Foxy. How you doing? I'm sorry I didn't get you there. So anyway, yeah. So I got the lineups ready. We got it all good. We're good. And then, of course, I got a poll. If you know me, I got a poll. The poll is going to say who will win this series today. So we'll check that after the 3rd inning, before the 4th, and then we'll have some scores. Like I said, exciting. The Yankees are playing doubleheader too, and the regular scheduled teams. Today's like a getaway day for most teams. They've played their 3-game series, so and of course tomorrow I'll have to pick another game. I'll have to spin the wheel and see what happens. So unless I get enough community here, that's what I'm trying to build, a community with you guys, and trying to, then you tell me, we'll vote on it and see which team wins the vote. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me doing a spin. But right now I'm just spinning, and that's how we did it. So should be coming back with the game. I haven't seen my 3D up yet, so I think that's not even ready yet. So, and when I do get the 3D, just to know that the 3D is awesome. Don't get me wrong. And sometimes the 3D is ahead of the game, so it makes me look like a weirdo. But anyway, that's okay. I'm okay with it. Right, Woody? Oh, Woody's not ready. That's Woody, guys. Woody's here for the jokes and for the mistakes that I make, to correction. So I don't see the 3D up yet. That means it's not ready yet, not going yet. So let's get it going. Once it starts, it goes to 3D. All right. A.J. Ewing is batting .271 this season. Hopefully, see, the 3D won't start right away. See, sometimes it happens. So that's why the game is ahead. 3D is ahead of the because it doesn't start right away. It starts the game, but the 3D doesn't start right away. And on the mound, like I said, Logan Henderson. Hopefully, we'll get it. Hopefully, we'll get it on this spot right here. And there it goes. Okay, so just about ready to go. Everything's set. Let's enjoy this game. First pitch is coming. Should be starting exactly around 2:10. Maybe a little bit. Getting ready. He's getting in the. Okay, so Ewing's in the batter's box. And here we go. And I have no glasses on. No wonder why I can't see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, already. I know, Woody. Thank you. All right, first pitch, getting ready to throw. And that's going to be a call strike. 0-1. Ewing, like I said, is batting .271. 7 home runs and 25 RBIs in 62 games with the Mets. Next pitch is swung on and missed. He's got a 2-strike count already. Timeout of Ewing already. It's going to be a long day. I've done a couple of doublehead. I mean, I've done 2 games a day a couple of times last week because of the, because of what goes on, which is okay with me. I enjoy it. Like I said, I like to get more community if I can. It's not just the Mets, of course. I've done close to 40 other games that are non-Mets. My Saturday afternoon is all any major league team. I pick the teams and I do it. I don't do the Mets on Saturday. It's a 1-2 count right now. So, and then of course, like I said, the days off the Mets have, I pick a team. So you're always getting baseball from me. And then of course, when the hockey starts and the football will be my first time this year, the Giants. And that ball is swung on and missed, so he just struck out Ewing. Not a good start for the Mets there, but a good start for the Henderson, his first strikeout. So, yeah. I started this whole thing. I'm also a gamer. I do gaming and stuff like that. You can always check it out. But I started this with the Rangers. I'm a big New York Ranger fan. And I was always commentating of everything. And, of course, my wife told me, you should be doing this. And I decided last year to do it. This year, earlier. .233 average, 6 home runs, and 16 RBIs in 45 games. Lindor has actually been coming on, and I'm thinking the reason why, that's a foul, 0-1, in my opinion, is that he's making himself known that he still can play. An 0-2 count already on him. So that's my opinion, guys, that Lindor is looking to get hook onto either a team that's trying to get the playoffs or is a playoff team. So it's 0-2 count. And if next pitch is, I think he went, guys. He said he foul tipped it. It's a little bit of an argument, but he went back to the dugout. That's 2 strikeouts in a row. 2 strikeouts. They said he foul tipped it into the, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Only the umpire can tell you that. I couldn't really tell. It may have hit it, may have not have, but it's anyways 2 outs. Good start again for Logan Henderson. It's Bo Bichette batting .256. I'm going to tell you some of my opinions of what's going to happen, and it's probably wrong, of course. I mean, if I was a psychic or whatever, or told the future, I wouldn't be sitting here. 10 home runs, 51 RBIs, 101 games this year for the Mets. I'm thinking that Bo Bichette they know that he's going to opt out, so they may trade him. I say, the ground ball hit the pitcher. He doesn't know where it is. He might beat that out. Bichette, he's going to be out. Oh, it's safe. It was an error. So an error from it should be a single and an error. That's what I think. I think the pitcher couldn't find it, and when he did find it, he threw it away. That's what I'm giving that. I'm giving that as an error. But I think he did get a base hit. I don't know. All I know is he's on second base right now. He would have been thrown out at first, but the pitcher threw it wide. So right away, I give him a single and an error. Error on the pitcher and a single, I'm saying. So they could change that, and we'll change that also. Here comes Carson Binge. Carson, 263. And he hits him. Carson Binge. Yeah. Carson Binge, batting .263. I couldn't get the other thing because they flashed it so fast. But anyway, Carson Binge is up. So Mets have a runner at second. 2 outs. 0-1 count to Carson Binge. And he's been a real, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I didn't think he was going to be ready to play this year for the Mets. But then I didn't realize that they didn't re-sign, I And don't get me wrong, I get mixed up with these names sometimes, or forget the names sometimes. Anyway, that's a strike. It's 1-2. I'll get it. I got to go through the alphabet in my head. I can see him right now. In the last 10 games, 306, averaged a double, 5 RBIs, and 5 runs in his last 10 games. Carson Benz. I can see him right now in the outfield, right fielder. I just don't remember. I'll get it. Believe me, I'll get it before the next game. Anyway, as a pitch swung on and missed, so he struck out the side, guys. He struck out the side. Oh, no. That's wrong, guys. That was wrong. All right, it's early. That was my mistake. Sorry. Now I probably gave a home run to the other team. Anyway, no runs. I'm thinking it's going to be 1 hit and 1 left, so we'll see. But going to the bottom of the first, it's no score, and the Brewers are coming up. That was funny. Get that out of the way early. No, but I was saying, I'll get the name. I can't just remember that. I'm trying to remember it. So Yelich, Chichiro, and Turang against Christian Scott coming up. Oh, why can't I get it? Anyway, I'm thinking that Bo Bichette's gonna, like I said, he's gonna opt out anyway at the end of the year. So instead of losing, well, nobody knew that. No Met fan in their mind thought that Pete Alonso was going to opt out, because if he would have said that earlier in the, I guarantee that the Mets would have tried to, get something for him. But now you got to figure, if Bo Bichette wants out, he opts out. Now you got to not let him walk like you let Alonso walk. That's my opinion. Not saying he's going to go anywhere, but it seems like he has that option. So anyway, we'll see. So they did give an error, so I'm correct. Thank you. An error, and the Mets got a hit. So perfect. I was perfect on that. And a hit and an error. Okay, so Christian Yelich, he wasn't in the game yesterday. He's batting .240 for the Brewers. And I think he's the guy that makes this team go, in my opinion. And that's his pitch. It's a called strike. And I'm going to watch these pitches to see if anybody's going to throw over 100, because to me that's amazing. Especially when they can just do it without even any, problems. That's a 1-1 count. I don't think Scott's ever thrown over 100. So, we'll see. So it's a 1-1 count. Pitch is another strike. It's 1-2 we got. I keep going for the wrong one. My thing's over here, not over there. Oh, boy. He's got 6 home runs and 33 RBIs in 66 games this year. It's a 1-2 count. And that's going to be outside 2-2. Now, I really like this kid, Scott. I think he's I think he could be the 3 starters that I mentioned next year to start. And then we need another, a couple of pitchers, and that's it. Pitching will be done. You can get rid of Singa. You can get rid of all the other ones. I mean, if Holmes wants to stay, then you got to sign Holmes. Plain and simple. 2-2 count to Yelich. Outside 3-2. Okay, so a little bit wild right now. A little bit wild. He's not. I can see, even though it's the first batter, I don't think he's got more confidence than yesterday's pitcher, Thornton. That guy was, you couldn't shake that guy at all. Pitcher swung on and fouled out of play in what I saw of him. In the 2 games that I did with Thornton, he's got 18 innings of no-hit ball. And he finally got his first, no run ball. I'm sorry, no runs. So, like I said, he would have won that game on that 2 Sundays ago, but unfortunately, what happened, Boston was on that they got on that streak, and errors came, and they lost the game. But anyway, you got an 8-pitch sequence already from Yelich, the veteran that he is making this kid work. So right there is a sign that we don't want that to happen with this kid Scott. We would like to see him pitch at least 6 innings, and he's got already 8 pitches on Yelich. Yelich is popped up, and it's going to be playable, foul territory. Bo Bichette makes the catch. So even though he made a 9-pitch out, he still made him pitch 9 pitches in that sequence. So that's an out, and we got the out. But like I said, gave up 9 pitches to a batter. That's what you want to do. You want to make the pitcher work and get him out early. Here comes Churio. He's batting .277. He takes a call strike. 0-1. You see, Scott's got it up to 97. 13 homers, 39 RBIs in 67 games this year. And of course, yes, I am the one, and that's strike 2, 0-2. I am the one that said that these Brewers were going to go to the World Series. In my opinion, they're going to beat the Dodgers to get there, and I don't know anybody. I have no clue yet about the American League who's going to face them, but this is my opinion. I think it's the Brewers' time to get there, but I'm not sure who's going to get there with them. So, but that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled back. Still 0-2. See, he's not getting past 97 with that fastball. So I think he's consistent. Here's Andy Fletcher is the home plate umpire. Alex Tosi the first. Corey Blaser the second. Jensen Visconti, third base. And Andy Fletcher is the crew chief. So there you go. All goes to him. Any problems, check with the umpire. Home plate. So 1-2 count. Just starting out, bottom of the first, no score. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed. And that's going to be the first strikeout for Scott. 2 outs, and Turang is coming up. Like I said, this kid Scott's got, I can see Stern looking at these 3 guys, and I'm telling you, he better not. He's got a fastball, sweeper, cutter, curveball, splitter, and sinker, but he uses the first 3 a lot. First pitch is a ball. It's .258 batting average for Turang. Or Turang, whatever you want to call him. Tomato. 14 homers, 61 RBIs in 95 games this year. Next pitch is a low for a ball. It's 2-0. Against the Mets, 321, 3 homers and 10 RBIs in 17 career games against them. Next pitch is a foul. It looked like a foul tip. Yeah, he said foul tip. 2-1. And like I said, I said yesterday, I said the Mets got a good chance yesterday with the pitching matchup against them. There was an I forgot the kid's name. Don't get me wrong. Sprout. And I said, you know what? That's the best chance yesterday, especially with this young kid. So we won that game. And I'm saying today that Scott he gives us a better chance today also. But unfortunately, he walked Turang, and they get their first base runner of the game. And here comes William Contreras, not to be confused with Wilson Contreras, because I confused it yesterday, and I'm saying, wait a minute, he's got my name, and why can't I remember that? But anyway, William Contreras is batting .275, 10 home runs, 57 RBIs in 94 games. So Scott's got a man on first here. pitches swung on and fouled back. But like I said, with this young talent, the Mets can take this series with what they got right now. I believe these young kids, these pitchers, can win us series. And that pitch is popped up, playable for the first baseman, fair territory, and that's the inning right there. So, no runs, no hits, one left. We are going to the top of the second. No score. In my opinion, these are all, like I said, I don't, I'm not going to make it to be like this, the truth. This is what I believe. Everybody else can tell me different. It's okay, I'm not afraid to, debate with anybody. That's what we do. If you don't believe, then don't believe, So that was no hits. They left that man on base. Okay. Coming up for the Mets in the second will be Binge, right? No, I did it again. Polanco, it should be. I'm sorry. I always forget to put the last. Oh, I did put the last out. It was a Binge struck out. So Polanco, Young, and Simeon. So, yeah. It's an early game. A lot of my peeps are not here, which is it's all right. They probably show up later. It's cool. My regulars. But they know I'm on. But one of my peeps is not even a Met fan. He's a Red Sox fan that I met 2 weeks ago when the Mets came. Salty, his name is his handle, and I told him that day, that Sunday, the Mets were winning 2-0. Thornton was pitching great. They took him out with the man on base. I said, if the Mets lose this game, Salty, I'll do the next Boston Red Sox game. And they lost, the Mets, and I did Boston Red Sox game. And then we did the doubleheader that day because I figured, hey, why not? I'll do the doubleheader for the Boston Red Sox there. So that's when the streak was going. And then I did Monday night's game because I refused to do the Met game. So that happens sometimes. And then Boston beat Baltimore. And then, like I said, yesterday I spin the wheel and got to do it again. So I met people that way. Not everybody has to be a Met fan, you know what I'm saying? So right now it's not Young, I'm sorry. It's Polanco for the Mets, batting 173, and he's got one ball. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes. Polanco just recently came off the IL. He hit a home run a couple of days ago. They all thought that he was supposed to replace. I mean, I don't know. We all thought. I shouldn't say we all thought. That's a strike call, 2-1. I shouldn't say we all thought. I think Stern said, well, we'll take Polanco. We'll give, Pete left, so we'll get Polanco. Now, Polanco, and they challenged it, and it's a strike. So the Brewers challenged it. They get it back. It was called a ball, and they overturned that. So they still have their 2 ABS challenges, just like the Mets. But the reason why I'm saying this is that Polanco, when I watched him for Seattle, he did get like 20 home runs, but he wasn't going to be no Pete Alonso. But at least we would have had somebody that can get us some. And another challenge, and now the Mets are challenging the strike. And I think it's a strike. 2-2 count. And he struck out. He challenged it. We lost the challenge. And this is what you get for that, because it's a strikeout anyway. No, you don't get that. Everything's getting mixed up. Oh, no, it's a strike. I'm sorry. It's not a strikeout. It's 2-2. I'm sorry. But he lost the challenge anyway. Confusing what's going on here with these ABS when they don't put it right back on the screen. So it's still foul. So the Mets lost the challenge. They have 1 left in the second inning. Why do you need to use that challenge so early? It's your own. They shouldn't let. It's their own pride. They're like, no way, it's a strike. They got to stop letting them do that. In my opinion, they should not let them do that. 2-2 pitcher. Then he strikes out swinging. So right away you get double this. There you go again. So that was a bonehead play, I think, by what's his name? Polanco. You lost the challenge. You struck out anyway in the second inning. So now the Mets are down to one challenge when they're probably going to need it the most later on in the game. They're not going to have it. And coming up is Young, batting 250, and he's going to try to bunt, and he's going to bunt that. Nice, maybe he might get it. He beat it out. They said he's out. Wait a minute. Did he make it or didn't make it? Better challenge it. Let's see. Let's see if Green challenges it. Did he beat him? No, he beat him. He was thrown out. Well, that's an out. Nice play by the third baseman. Score it 5-3. I didn't think that was going to happen, but he did beat him out just by a hair. Brewers just got him by step, I guess. Anyway, Simeon's up, batting 208. Another Met that was a disappointment. 9 home runs and 29 RBIs in 83 games this year. I mean, I know they die. You know, what are you going to say? I mean, nothing you could do. I don't make the changes in the team. 0-2 count right now on Simeon. So, and like I said, still, no matter how you slice it, 7th, 8th, and 9th batters a week. They just put Alvarez down again to try to make it say that, you know, the Mets are not weak down there. Because Alvarez should be up in the 6th hole at least. Anyway, 2 strikes still, 0-2, in my opinion, of course. Because he does have power, the kid. You know. Put in a full season, I'm sure he'd get his 25 or plus, you know, home runs. But he hasn't had a full season since the rookie year, I believe. That's a ball low, 1-2. So a lot of things have to change for this team to be any kind of contender. And it may take a couple of years, unfortunately. But if you're a Met fan and you've been a Met fan for a longer time, we've all gone through it. I mean, heck, we haven't had a World Series appearance since 2015, not alone a victory for a World Series champion since '86. So, you know what I'm saying? Can you wait longer? I mean, come on. It's like, come on. It's 3-2 count now. You know what I'm saying? If you can't wait, if you couldn't wait that long, then you should have been no longer a Met fan. So, 3-2 count to Simeon. No score. Top of the second. Here comes a pitch that swung on. That's hit deep. That might go at the wall. Look, it's gone. Home run, Marcus Semien. Wow. They pitched. I love it when they pitch a 3-2 pitch down the middle. So there's a home run. Hold on. Marcus Semien hits a home run. The Mets take the lead. 1-0 over the left field wall. I mean, I didn't know if it was going out because the left fielder Churio kept going back. When he jumped, he didn't jump because he couldn't get. He actually jumped and he hit the yellow. Actually, he brought that yellow thing up in the air. I've never seen that thing ever move. The what do you call it? The covering that protects everything. Here comes Brett Baty, and that's a fly ball right to him in left field, and that'll retire the side. But the Mets take the lead on a solo home run by Marcus Semien. Going to the bottom of the second, the Mets 1-0. Wow. See, when he jumped up, you know, the yellow, he hit that with his glove and it popped up. So he never got to jump. And, you know, he miscalculated, I guess you want to call it. But there you go. So the Mets get the 1 run on 1 hit. So that's a good start. Showing some long ball again, like yesterday. So 1 run on 1 hit and none left on. We're going to the bottom of the second, and here is what's coming up on the second. Mitchell, Vaughn, and Bowers for the Brewers. I love the fact that you give Scott some run support. Of course, you want more for the kid, like we wanted for what we got for Thornton last night. So, like I said, I mean, I'm just doing these rest of these games because even though I know the team's not going anywhere, but I like to see these young kids because that's what's going to be our future. Those guys, those six. Well, Soto is still young. Come on, give me a break. And 25 or something like that. And then you got the three pitchers and the two outfielders for the Mets. Other than that, everybody else can go where they have to go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. That's my opinion. So I think the Mets are on the right track if they do that. If Stern does not, and he gets one of rid of, I think then I like I said yesterday, I said you get rid of one of these kids, then you might just lose me as a Met fan because this cannot happen. These are the talent that you brought up from your own, from the farm. You got rid of one of the best players that ever played for the Mets, grown up from the farm in Pete Alonso. You threw him and then you got Nimmo, the same thing. Nimmo, 10-year, did everything he had to do, and you got rid of him too. Come on, you got rid of I think all of them were farm guys. Jeff McNeil, I think, and also what's his name? Diaz. No, Diaz wasn't, I don't think. Maybe I could be wrong. Anyway, Mitchell is batting 280. First pitch from Scott is a ball, 1-0. I could ramble forever on this, believe me. But I'm trying to get the game, trying to give you their scores and everything. Oh, we haven't checked the scores yet. We will. 1-1 count. After this inning, I'll check the scoreboard. There is a couple of games. Like I said, there should be a lot, actually, in the afternoon. 8 home runs, 48 RBIs out of 91 games this year, Mitchell. Nice play from that older man giving it to the young boy behind the ball. Pretty cool. 2-1 instead of like the other night. The other night I was doing the ESPN. Oh no, I was watching it after the Met game. It was Sunday, was it? Sunday? I can't remember the Monday. What was it? After the Baltimore Orioles game, I meant to say, in Boston. And probably everybody saw it. It was on the news and everything. This guy from the Philadelphia fan, the guy leaped up. The Philly guy thought he caught it in his hat. He dropped it on the ground, and the guy picked it up from an Eagles fan from the same. And he comes over and goes, "That's my ball." I said, "You kidding me?" And he gave it to him. Are you kidding me? You wouldn't get that ball. Who says that's your ball? You lost it, buddy. You didn't catch it. In my opinion, and then of course, they called him a Karen and all that. Anyway, because of the other lady that did it. 3-2 count to Mitchell. So, I just hate that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you're an older guy. You should give it to kids. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Anyway, I was hoping the guy who was the Eagle fan had a son, but he was a younger guy. And then he had another chance later on in the game, and he blew it. He had it in his hand, he dropped it, and that was it. So the ESPN crew was like, "Oh, we should probably send him out a ball there because he's 0 for 2." Anyway, that's 3-2 still. And that's going to be a ball 4. He's going to walk him. Oh, man, we don't want that. We don't want the walks, especially to start an inning. Second walk given up by Scott. So, yeah, I mean, even though we're adults, but we all are kids at heart, but still, when you go to a baseball game, in my opinion, nowadays, if I caught a ball, if my kids were, I'd give it to a kid that was there, because that makes their, they just light up and, that's cool. But anyway, Vaughn's up, 306, 3 home runs, 26 RBIs, 59 games this year. Nice double play right now would be sweet. You don't get that many, but when Lindor and Simeon are on the field together, most of the time you get double plays. Most of the time, I say, because a lot of times they make errors, individual, of course. But I'd rather have that combination than any other combination in the Mets. 2-0 is now 2-1. Scott's already thrown 31 pitches, bottom of the second. Mets lead 1-0. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back. We got a 2-2 count right now. See, the old guy. Oh, boy. That was funny. Just saying all that I said, there's an older man. His wife's next to him. That's going to be a base hit. Uh-oh. That's going to be maybe going to third. Yes, they're going to third. He's going to try to score? No. Okay. He went around those bases, Mitchell, like he was going to go. It's first and third right now. Because of that walk, this is what's going on. Now, just like yesterday, Thornton got out of the jams. I want to see if Scott can get out of it. This is what you need. You need to know if these young kids are going to be able to get out of jams when they put themselves in the jams. But getting back to the old man, he was looking at his wife. She's like, there's a kid over. She pointed that way. There's a kid over there. So he didn't know what to do with the ball. So he was giving it to a kid anyway. You see what I'm saying? Jack Bauers, 259 average, 18 home runs. I didn't get the chance to say the other part. But here we go. Strike call. 0-1. But these situations right now is where the Mets' young pitchers need to get out of. If you're going to be a starting pitcher and you get yourself into jams, you need to get them out. You need to get yourself out of jams. They're going to pitch. That's going to be strike 2. You got a 2-strike count right now. Good start. No outs. A walk and a single, and the runner goes to third on that single. So it's first and third. It's an 0-2 count. Pitches outside. 1-2. Looks like Scott is consistent at 97 also with his fastball. Mets are in double play depth. I think they'd give up that run. Here comes a pitch, and that's going to be popped up. It's playable. Is it playable? Yes. Infield fly rule and a catch by Bichette. At third, 1 out. Nice. Very nice. There you go. Now to get the double play and get out of the inning. That's what you do. That's what you do. In order to be successful, of course, you've got to get out of these jams. Now, coming up will be Pratt. He hit his first Major League home run 2 nights ago. He's batting .270. I wouldn't give anything near it. I would try to get him this pitch. That's a ball. You know Alvarez. If you know Alvarez, that's 1 home run. Like I said, it's 8 RBIs, 29 games. But Francisco Alvarez, he loves to challenge, either with himself batting or when the Mets are catching. So when he's catching, so that's a bunt, and it's oh, he didn't bunt. He didn't bunt. So it's a 2-0 count right now. And he did hit that homer against the Mets. So most it seems like most young players get their first hits or home runs or RBIs against the Mets. Seems like. Anyway, that's a strike call, 2-1. 40 pitches already thrown for Scott. Second inning, so you figure may not make 6 if he doesn't have quick innings, you know, coming up, or if he can't get out of a jam or something, you know. Bichette's playing in, the only Met to play in. It's a 2-1 count. Pitches. Oh wow! I would have 3-1. See, they must have said something to Alvarez about his challenges because he loses the challenges very quickly for the Mets. So they had to do something. You can't just take it for yourself, you know. 3-1 count, and that's going to be swinging strike 3-2. So you got a 3-2 count. On deck, Joey Ortiz. 3-2 count. I'm telling you, this is where I wanted to see. And this pitcher swung on and missed. He struck him out, and there you go. 2 outs. So far, he's getting the outs. He's got what he needed to get. Like I said, he gave himself the trouble. He's working himself out of it. And now he's got to deal with Joey Ortiz to get the final out, to nail this down and get out of this jam. Ortiz is batting .229. And he's got 5 home runs and 26 RBIs in 88 games this year. So, like I said, this is what the Mets are looking at right now. That's a foul ball. And you know what the funny thing is also? And I said it, that the scouts of every team are at this game looking at the Mets pitchers and the rookie bat. You know, they're looking at all that, but they're going to want to make deals with Stern, and Stern better stand. He better not give up these young talent. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do it. They're your future. 0-1. Next pitcher swung on and fouled back, so we got an 0-2 count right now. He's got a chance to get out of this jam. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I'm clicking the wrong buttons because I'm excited. I want this to, you know, his first inning he threw 21 pitches. Right now he's at 24. Can he get out of this jam, guys? I hope so. But that pitcher swung on, and that's going to be over the head of. Oh, he tripped. Oh, Beatty. Is that Beatty out there? Oh, come on. Why is Beatty playing where Carson Bench should be? Wow. A triple. A triple. He gives up a triple because because Beatty trips out there. What am I doing? That's the wrong thing. Got me all mixed up now. Unbelievable. I can't even figure out what I was supposed to be doing there. Unbelievable. Look at this. Brett Beatty should not be out in that outfield.
I ran out of breath.
Oh my God. Thank you. I don't know what to... No, I already have one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't believe that Carson Bench is not out there. You know what I'm saying, guys? This is what I'm saying. Beatty is bad in the outfield. He's better in the infield, and he just gave up a triple, and they're winning 2-1 now. Unbelievable. The Mets were going to get out of this inning. He confused himself out there, and then he couldn't get it. That's the worst thing you could do is put him out there, and I'm sorry. In my opinion, the Mets lose this game because of Brett Beatty if they can't get back in this game. How in the world would you let him play the outfield? Yelich is up. Flew out his first time up. He's got a strike on him, 0-1. It's just ridiculous. Come on. Are you serious? I've been dealing with this stuff all year that they put the wrong people in the wrong spots. He's not an outfielder. He's a better infielder than an outfielder. It's a 1-1 count. All right, my stress is, I need to go down. I don't want to, believe me, because I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm just going to, whatever it happens, it happened. So unfortunately, Scott's got to deal with it. It's him that's getting the one that is losing the game now. It's a 2-1 count. It's just ridiculous, guys. It's just, come on, it can't do this. You can't do this. I'm sorry. The pitch is a ball. Now it's 3-1. See? Now it's starting to go the other way again. Ortiz should have been out. If that was Binge, that would have been an out. But they took out Soto, and they put him in the game. Soto is out today, so they put him in the outfield and moved. And that's going to be a base hit, and it's 3-0 right now. 3-1, 3-2, 3-1 right now. I can't even remember what I'm talking about anymore. All of a sudden, unbelievable. You know, there it is right there. That's one reason why the Mets, that's one of the reasons why the Mets are not even close to a playoff or a wild card, because of what these idiot managers are doing. It's like, hey, you know what? Let's take this guy and put him in the outfield, because he's a body. He doesn't have that much experience out there. He's usually a second baseman or a third baseman or probably maybe a first baseman, but yet you put him in the outfield where he doesn't know what he's doing out there. Yeah, you know what? Because you need to give a guy. And another thing is, you need to give a guy who's been on the IL half the freaking his Met career this year, right? You need to get him, and he hit a home run that destroyed. It was like in the second deck or whatever yesterday. What's his name, Junior? And you take him out today because he needs to be sitting out. He needs to sit out because he's been out 2 months. So you take him and don't put him in center field. You put, of course, A.J. Ewing back at center, and then you put in Binge is in left field, and then you put Beatty in right field. Come on, you guys. You know what? I really hope that this has to change because this is no good at all. It's 1-2 to Churio. He struck out his first time up. This should not be happening. This is terrible. And that's a strikeout. And it should have been over. It should have never happened, but they scored 3 runs to take the lead on a stupid mistake by Beatty in the outfield who shouldn't be there. Get my stress up. I can't get my stress up because this team's got me nuts. Ridiculous. Three runs on 3 hits. And 1 left on. Shouldn't have been. Should have never been. You know that Binge would have made that play. Beatty doesn't know what he's doing out there. He's going this way, going that way, and then he tries to leap for it. That game, I mean, seriously, come on, guys. Well, how in the world do you think that he needs a day off, Lewis? Are you kidding me? The guy's been out all year. He crushed a home run yesterday. I was like sitting there going like this. Oh my God, I can't believe how he crushed it. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to have to eat my food right now because I'm going to get sick if I don't. That's how you lose games, guys. And that's how the Mets have been losing games a lot this year. Hello to my Twitch viewers also. I forgot about you guys. I forgot to put I always forget. I'm sorry, guys. Coming up for the Mets will be Alvarez, Ewing, and Lindor. See, that's another thing, guys. They don't have a utility players that can take over right field if when Juan Soto's out in left field, they have to move people over. They put a guy named Beatty who doesn't know how to play the outfield. You just saw it. They don't have that. They need a bench. They need a utilities that can play the field. That's why the Mets are this way. That's another reason why. Alvarez is up. He's batting .257. He takes a strike call 0-1. The game's over. I mean, it's really over. This is done. Once the Brewers get the lead, 11 home runs, 24 RBIs. That's my opinion. This game is over. Strike. And there goes Alvarez. Alvarez right now tipping. You see him? It's going to be a strike. It's probably a strike because Alvarez doesn't learn his lesson. We're going to lose all our challenges in one shot. No, he's a ball. My bad. He finally got one right. So the Mets still got that one challenge. But most of the time, Alvarez loses it for us. He's got a 1-1 count now. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, and that ball is hit deep, but way foul in the left field. Like I said, I told you already about Alvarez. If he was healthy, he would definitely get like 20 home run plus. Next pitcher swung on and missed. He struck out, but he also strikes out a lot, guys. So that's the thing you got to cut down on. Definitely want to be a major league. If you want to be on a major league team a long time, you're gonna have to cut down on your strikeouts. In my opinion, of course. Anyway, that's one out. And it's going to be A.J. Ewing who struck out his first time up. You know, you make great plays yesterday. The Mets made great plays yesterday, and then they have to screw with their lineup. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand Soto needs a day off. Soto has been the only Met that, you know, was an all-star and he should have been. You know, he carried this team. What the hell? That's nice. Can't even get this off of my unsweetened applesauce. 0-1 count to Ewing. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way. And it's going to be a base hit for A.J. Ewing in the right field. Hold on. There we go. A.J. Ewing gets the base hit. Going to bring up Francisco Lindor. He struck out looking his first time up, or they called it a strikeout. So, yeah, so, you know, the Mets all year trying to come back from deficits. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't need to be. It didn't need to be today. It did not. I'm sorry. In my opinion, they shouldn't have had Beatty out there at all. What happens to throw to first? That's the one disengagement. You get two. If they don't get this on the third, it's a balk. I've never seen it at the base, but I've never seen it, so I like to see it. I've said that like 100 times because I did not 100, but about 80 times because I did 70 times. I did 40 regular Met games or over that, and 30 of these games, and I've never seen it. So it's a 2-0 count right now on Lindor. They're going to actually, it's not, because the Brewers just challenged that, and now that's a strike. It's now 1-1. The Brewers, when they challenged, they won their challenges today. So the umpire, who I told you before, I don't remember his name, but he's the crew chief. He needs probably double glasses. Anyway, 1-1 count. Pitcher swung on and swung on and missed 1-2 on Lindor. As I take another bite, as my sandwich is running, and I don't like that. One-two count on Lindor. Next pitch is swung on, and that is on hit the center field. The pitcher thought he gave up a home run, but that's an out. Wasn't a home run. Pitcher thought he gave up a home run to Lindor. He put his hands up in the air, but that didn't happen. Fly out. Comes up Bo Bichette, who singled and got the second on an error. One for one. Yeah. He's 4 for 8 in the series. Excuse me. First pitch is a strike, and next pitch is a ball. One and one. Next pitch is a strike. 1-2. The game changes like when they make those mistakes. And timeout, still 1-2. You know, this game was, I believe, was going in the Mets' favor with Scott pitching a hell of a game so far, and the ball thrown to first, and he's back. That's going to be one disengagement because it's a new batter. He has one left, but unfortunately, the Mets' ugliness, and like I said, I've told you, I've got a calendar right here that the Mets are not consistent with. The most they've ever won this year is, I think, 3 games in a row. They haven't done that in a long time. And every time they win a game, they lose 2 or 3 in a row. So they won a game yesterday, so here we go. And that's why I knew 2 months ago that the Mets were not going to be nowhere near the playoffs. The consistency is not there. 2-2 count. Ewing was running. He's got to go back. So, you know what I'm saying? When you do a lot of games like I have done for the Mets this year, you know that it's just not there. The chemistry is not there. There's something wrong that needs to be changed, and you know what it is. It's general manager. It's of course, even now the interim manager, because he was just plucked from his seat from the office, and he got hit by that, but he swung. Ay, ay, ay. So he got hit by that and swung. But you don't get the base. Well, actually, he didn't hit by that. He actually looked like he got hit by it. He hit the bat. 2-2 count. Fouled off. Ewing running again. Has to go back. That's 7 pitches in this sequence. At least he's making the guy work, right? 46 pitches right now in the top of the third. There goes Ewing. Foul ball. Ewing's going to be tired. So they're trying to do a hit and run. So they all know that everybody knows that there's going to be a hit and run. It just bothers me. I don't want it to get to me, but it's bothering me about these stupid mistakes the Mets have been making, and they don't need to. Fouled off. No, it wasn't. It was strikeout. My bad. That was a strikeout, people. I'm sorry. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. Going to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Brewers. Coming up for the Brewers in the bottom of the third will be Turang, Contreras, and Mitchell. After that inning, we'll check the poll to see who's voting for who. That's how I find out who's going to win this series. We'll find out. We won't find out who's going to win the series. We're going to find out who voted for the team to win the series. So. Oh, we didn't even check scores. I'm so sorry. I'm just out of it right now because of what's going on. I tell you, it got me. Giants at Royals, bottom of the 5th. No score at Kansas City. Pirates and Yankees tied at 3 in the first game of the doubleheader, 7-7. Nico Gonzalez's solo home run is 6 for the Pirates. Red Sox 6, Orioles 2, top of the 6th. Kadeen Rafaela's home run and solo home run is his ninth of the year, and we're going back to the game right now. And we got was it Turang? No, Churio, right? Churio? Who's up? Oh, it's Turang, because I forgot again about Churio made the out. I thought it was Churio. Oh, I did put it. Oh my God, I can't see anymore. It's an 0-2 count on Turang. I can't see my writing anymore. That's good. That's good, Bill. We got 2-strike count. Still 0-2. It's going to be a ground ball. First base. He scoops it up and throws it to Scott covering. That's one gone. Score that 3-1. One out. It's going to bring up Contreras, who popped out his first time up. In that Boston game, who knows? I might be doing tonight's game with this 16 win on the line. It's early over there, but you never know. Contreras is 1-1 count on Contreras. Next pitch is a strike. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two pitch coming. That's going to be swung on and missed. He struck him out. You see Scott's still pitching the way he should be pitching. Mitchell's up. He walked his first time up to start that debacle. And run scored. You know? It all started with that walk. Outside ball. 1-0. Next pitch is going to be a strike, actually, foul ball out of play. 1-1. Next pitch is high for a ball. 2-1. I can see Alvarez behind that plate. He's going to definitely try to call. He's going to next pitch if it doesn't be a strike. 2-1 pitch out up. That's inside 3-1. He had a problem with Mitchell last inning, and he walked him. He's now a 3-1 count on Mitchell. Again. And that pitch is fouled back, 3-2. We don't want any deja vu here. Three-two count. Fouled out of third. Still 3-2. Wow. 70 pitches already. Bottom of the third. We probably won't see him in the fifth. I didn't want that. Don't want that from our young pitchers. But when you have a big inning like they did in the second, that makes it bad. And now you're in the third inning, and you got to try to get this out here to stop the bleeding of the pitches count. And that's ground ball, second base, over the first, and that's going to retire the side. So there you go. At least you maybe you can get to the fifth now. But score that a 4-3 putout, so no runs, no hits, none left. We are going to the top of the fourth. The Mets trail 3-1. Coming up for the Mets will be Binge, Polanco, and I did it again. I'm sorry. Did I do it again? Not Binge. Yeah, Binge, Polanco, and Young, right? I think so. I think I made a mistake somewhere. No, I did. Okay, I got it. So now we're going to check the poll. See who is the Met fan, who is the Brewers fan, or just picking anybody they want. I don't care. We'll find out who will win. That the fans pick to see who's going to win this game. So here we go. Let's see. All right, well, we got 6 votes. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be that much today because it's early and, people doing other things. Beautiful day, like I said. Right now, it's the Mets. Wow. 67% say yes. Brewers fans, 33%. But right now, the Brewers fans have that at 33%. But we will check it again and before the 8th inning. So let's see if that changes. Or if it goes the right way. Who knows? I don't know. But right now, that's what we got. Thank you again for the votes. All right, so all good. They didn't give an error on that, but they should have gave him as a mental error. Binge is up 0 for 1. Struck out. First time up. 1-0 count. I'm about to throw his 50th pitch. He just threw his 50th pitch. It's inside. I'm still going to be on that because, he's 2 for 6 and 2 RBIs this series, Carson. But you know what I'm saying? Binge has been playing right field most of every game. All of a sudden, because Soto is not in the game today, you decide that you're going to put a Beatty in right field. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you really kidding me? That is not managing. That is just, who cares? Let's put him out there. To me, personally, I believe that, in my opinion, actually. 2-1 count to Binge. That's outside 3-1. You know?
Do not answer this call.
Every time. It seems like every time you could check on my playlist of every game, these meatballs try to get through to me, 800 number. That's a foul ball, popped up, playable, third base, fair, nope, out of play, behind the dugout. 3-2. And of course you get the mistakes. And there you go. 3-1. Pitch is swung on, and that ball is going to be popped out. Shortstop goes out, but the left fielder comes in and calls him out, and that's an out. Calls him out. That's an out. One gone. This is how, when you're a bad team as it is, and you're losing 3-1 to a good team, they know how to win. They know how to win a series, and they're looking to do that, and that's what they're probably going to do, all because of stupid mistakes that the Mets make. There you go. I don't have to say any more about it. Polanco 0 for 1. Polanco struck out his first time up. That's a 1-0 count. And that's what we've been dealing with all year, guys. All year. That's swinging strike, 1-1. It's bad enough you get the injuries. Then you get the players that can't play the position. You know, mistakes on the field. Mental errors, besides mental errors, really, errors that, cost you. That's 1-2 count to Polanco. General manager stinks. Manager stunk. And now the interim manager is just a clone. It's just terrible. You can't. That's why this team has to get, like I said, go from the 6 players and move on from the other players. Keep the 6, and that's it. Goodbye. Everybody else can go. Maybe you keep Alvarez. So make it 7. I'll keep adding somebody if I think I know. But it's a 2-2 count to Polanco. And that pitch is swung on and missed. He struck out. So if you think, and I can't get it back. God dang it. Oh, God. I'm doing the wrong thing. See, I'm getting all mixed up now, guys. I'm doing my intro. Oh, forget it. This team's got me nuts today. Should be a strikeout. He's going for his 60th pitch right now. Him also. And that's a ball. Young is 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. I always say I'm not going to get myself frustrated get upset with this team, but they just do it. They just know how to do it. 0-1 count. That's inside. Almost hit him. 1-1. 2-0, I'm sorry. Mets didn't get a chance to face Mazeroski. Oh, they did face Mazeroski on the first game. I didn't do that. He pitched 4 innings, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. He only threw 65 pitches. He could have destroyed the Mets, but they took him out anyway. He wound up winning. I don't think he wound up winning because you can't win in 4 games. You have to be 5 innings. So he didn't get the win. The Mets. Come on. 2-1 count. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2. Yeah, this guy can feel it now. Henderson can feel it now. The Mets could have had him on the ropes, but he got those 3 runs, and now he's going to show you why he's a good pitcher. 2-2 count. Next pitch is, he called him out, and Taylor didn't bother because why? We have one challenge left. That's the inning. Didn't challenge it. Struck him out. No runs, no hits, none left. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1 Brewers. This game just turned to a Brewers all the way. Vaughn, Bowers, and Pratt against Scott. Let's check some scores. All right, so where was I left off? No score. Nationals at Rockies, bottom of the 1st. Reds at Marlins are warming up. So then we'll go right back to the beginning. The Giants now winning 1-0. Sacrifice fly by Luis Ariz. I think a Luis Ariz will be gone before next weekend. Not this weekend, but the following. I think maybe the The suitors will be Red Sox, Yankees, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. My opinion. Speaking about the Yankees, bottom of the eighth, tied at 3-3. Ben Rice, tying 3-run home run. That's his 30th of the year, and I have him on my fantasy team. So thank you, Ben. Red Sox 6, Orioles 3, top of the 7th, and we'll go back to the game. So 3 more innings, and actually 2 more innings. Well, yeah, 3. The Red Sox might be 15-0, and I'm going to do that game tonight. That game starts at, I think, I'll be on 7 o'clock, I believe. I didn't put it up yet, but after this game, I will. I might be able, if it is, it'll be going for 16 if they win. Good chance right now. But you never know. Vaughn singled his first time up, and I believe he got a run scored on that. Yeah, 1 for 1. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch was also a ball, 2-0. So, yeah. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a strike call. 2-2. Right? 2-2? No, 2-1. I'm sorry. Ay. 2-1. Next pitch is, oh, wow. Wow. You see, when you know, that's a strike, but Alvarez didn't challenge it because they only got 1 left. It's now 3-1. What happens when you do things like that? That pitch is a strike call. Alvarez is going to challenge it. It's actually a ball, but I think it's a strike, guys. I think he was just going to give him a walk, and I don't think they should be doing that, umpires. I think that's a strike, and it was. And I think the umpire just gave him a ball because he figured Alvarez is not going to challenge it, but Alvarez did challenge it. It's now 3-2. So that was wrong of that umpire right there. I caught him. Next pitch is, now it's a ball, which it should be. He missed him. He was walked. Another walk issued. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely see that he just didn't care. He called it a ball when it was a strike. There were 0-1, 0 for 1 a pop out, Jake Bowers. But that's 1, 2, 3 walks in the game by Scott. And you don't want to do that. That's a ball. You definitely don't want to start an inning with a walk, 1-0. You don't. Most of the time, a walk, a hit by batter, error, you're gonna get scored on. You might get a big inning against you. I've seen that a lot this year. That's a ball, 2-0. It just throws the pitcher off his whole game. And he's about to throw his 80th pitch of the game. And I think this might be his last inning, guys. They're getting the bullpen warmed up already. I can see the guy, the Mets pitching coach on the phone. 2-0. And that's going to be a strike call, 2-1. Unfortunately, this Scott was pitching a great game, and then that mistake in the outfield that cost them. I just can't get it out of my head. I want to get it out, but it keeps coming back. And that's a strike call, 2-2. I mean, this is one of the pitchers that I'm looking for the future. And in the bullpen is Perez, which I like that kid too. Colonial Perez, left-handed pitcher, warming up for the Mets. But he is a good pitcher. And if you make him a starter, I would love it. But that's a strikeout. Looking. Good comeback on that there, Scott. How many Scott got today, strikeouts? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. His fourth strikeout of the fifth. Fourth strikeout of the game. Fifth. I'm sorry, fifth. Fifth strikeout of the game. It's going to bring up Pratt, who struck out his first time up. First pitch is a strike call. I mean, the kid's just, come on. No brainers. You got to keep this kid is no brainer. You keep him. Don't use him as trade bait. Don't try to get some big player here with our kids. That's a ball. 1-1. You got Lindor. You got other guys that maybe Singer maybe gets you somebody. Don't need to do it with these young. And then of course you got Peralta, who I think, right, like I said, in my opinion, is going back to Milwaukee. That's swinging. He's swung. That's missed. It's 1-2. So Scott's got a 1-2 count. It's definitely his last inning of work. I really would have liked to see him go 6 like the kid yesterday. But but Beatty, they keep showing it because I know the Brewers are saying, well, that's the problem. Beatty was the one that made the mistake, and there you go. It was mental. It didn't get an error on it, but it should have been because he just had a mental error. Fortunately, 1-2 pitch and up high, 2-2. Please stop showing Beatty because I keep saying stop in my brain, trying to stop it from my head. And I can't when you keep showing Beatty. 2-2. And that's a strike. 3 call. He ain't going to challenge it. I mean, the kid could have challenged it, but he looked at the umpire like he had 3 eyes. I mean, like, what are you talking about, dude? That's 2 strikeouts in a row. Here comes Joey Ortiz. Let's make it a good ending to your inning, your night. I mean, get a strikeout. What can I say? You're on the losing side, unfortunately. 1-for-1 for Joey Ortiz. He singled and he actually, did he get a triple? Did they give him a triple on that? Triple in a second, right, and a run scored. So he's 3 for 7, 1 home run and 5 RBIs in this series, Joey Ortiz. That's a 1-0 count. Next pitch is swung on, and that's going to be a base hit by Ortiz. Is he going to go to second? Well, actually, he was going to second, but I thought for sure that they were going to try to go to third on Beatty's arm, which they probably would have made it anyway. I don't think Beatty has an arm. But they got a man on first and second now, and here comes Yelich. I told you, that guy makes this team go, Yelich. He wasn't in the game yesterday. Mets won that game. He was in the game on Monday. Brewers won that game. And here comes the pitching, the manager, the interim manager, taking Scott out. So Perez will be coming in. So Scott doesn't deserve what he gets, in my opinion. Beatty owes him a dinner or something like that because this is wrong. Beatty messed it up. They should have a kangaroo court on Beatty. Is my opinion. He messed it up for the kid. Now there's runners on first and second, and now Perez has to get out of this jam with Yelich up next. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI, so pitching change is being made. We can go back to the scoreboard, see what's going on, if there's any change in any games. This game is still tied 3-3, Pirates and Yankees. Pirates are going to be a team, in my opinion, that's going to buy at the trading deadline. Let's see where the Pirates are right now. They are 3rd in the NL Central at 11 games back. But, and I say but, they are even in the wild card behind Chicago and Philadelphia. So there you go right there. There you go right there. That keeps them in the hunt and going to be buyers. Same as the Yankees, of course. Any team that's around that area is going to be buyers, in my opinion. It's now, well, it's still bottom of the 7th. They must be doing something. Bottom of the 7th, Boston 6, Orioles 3. I told you about the Rafaela home run. Encarnacion Strand hit his second for Baltimore. And we're going back to the game. New pitcher, Colonial. I think it's Colonial. I always think it's Colonial. Let me see. Keoniel Perez, 32 games, 5.55 ERA, 37 innings, walk 16, strikeouts 34, 279 average opponents. Now, when you break that down, it sounds like it's horrible, but this kid actually has been really good what he does. You know, when he does like an opener or, you know, he comes in with problems like this. Yelich is 1 for 2, RBI and a single. His last time up. So first pitch is a ball. Trying to stop it right now. That ball is swung on and fouled off. It's 1-1. So, you know, did I come to this game thinking? Well, I did. I did come to this game that the Mets had a chance to win another series with the kid Scott. Just like I thought yesterday with Thornton, they had a chance to win it because he was pitching and he's still pitching really good. But when you get a mistake, because there was no mistakes yesterday with the Mets, nowhere, shape, or form in that game yesterday. I did it. I should know. And you guys watched it if you did. Everything was great. Everything was on target that you need to be. Everything. And it's 2-2 count right now. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a problem, and it's been a problem a long time, when they have nobody to fill in and they put these guys that should not be where they should be, Beatty is usually a third baseman, a second baseman, or a first baseman, and you put him in the outfield and he's inadequate. I mean, give me a break. You can't judge a fly ball anymore. So, there you go. Anyway, it's 3-2 count on Yelich, and on deck, Jackson Chourio. We don't want to go to Chourio. We want to get Yelich out. So 3-2 pitch. Swung on. That's a ground ball. Lindor gets it. He gets it over to first, and he retires that side. Nice work by Perez to get that out. Scored 4-3. No damage. So, no runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. Right? No runs and 2 hits, and no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. Going to the top of the 5th, 3-1. Mets trail. Coming up for the Mets will be Simeon, Beatty, and Alvarez. Now Beatty needs to do something to get back. Get back the problem that he made. So anyway, yeah. That's how I look at it. Let's see what we got now. Nationals at Rockies. Middle of the 2nd. No score. Athletics and D-backs are warming up. Red Sox and Mariners warming up. Under the lights will be the Twins at Guardians, 6:40 Eastern. Dodgers at Phillies. I think the Dodgers, I think that's a rubber game. And see who wins that series. 6:40 Eastern. Pirates at Yankees when they finished 7:05 Eastern tonight for the second game. Rays at Blue Jays, 7:07 Eastern. Orioles at Red Sox, which I'll be doing that game. I'll be on at 7. Game starts at 7:10 Eastern. Padres at Braves, 7:15 Eastern. Marlins at Astros, 8:10 Eastern. Those are the games at night. Or maybe another one, let me see. Cardinals at Angels at 4:07 Eastern. White Sox at Rangers at 8:05 Eastern. Tigers at Cubs at 8:10 Eastern. And that's it. That is it. Go back to the game. So yeah, like I said, I mean the Baltimore Orioles, Red Sox at Baltimore, Baltimore at Red Sox. Right now it's in, I believe it's going to the 8th. So who knows? I might be calling a 16-win try. Anyway, Marcus Semien 1 for 1, home run. The only run for the Mets. Next pitch is a strike, 0-2. Henderson's thrown 66 pitches, so he's slowed down a lot. He was up there, then he went down, and so he's still a pitcher of record. So, like I said, now's the time, Mets. Start working this pitcher again. 1-2 count. I think it's a fast-moving game here. That's a ground ball. Pitcher touches it. It's going to be picked up, and of course they're going to get him out because Semien can't run. That's an out. Score at 4-3. Even though the pitcher touched that ball, deflected it right to Terang. He touched it. Terang still gets him out. That's what are you going to do? You can't make people go faster. Brett Baty up. Flew out his first time up. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. 0 for 5 this series. I shake my head. Because all year long I've been saying Brett Baty is not a starter. He's not consistent. And unfortunately, I was thinking Ventos would be the guy, and they put him on the bench, and then they started back and forth using him, and then Ventos fractured his wrist. So bang, there you go. He's out 6 to 8. Was out 6 to 8 weeks still, and Brett Baty was, hey, let's go. We got Brett Baty. So there you go. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing that Mets fans could do either, but we got to deal with it. 1-1 count. And that's a strike swinging, 1-2. So, this is what we get. It's unfortunate. One-two pitch. And that swung on, and that's drove in deep. That could go. That's a home run, Brett Baty. See that? You talk about the guy, and look what he does to you. Look what he does for you. I can't even get it going. There you go. Brett Baty with the solo home run. Brings the Mets closer. I mean, that does make up for something, He does something. He got his 6th home run on that pitch. It's like reverse psychology. Yeah, right there. Reverse psychology I use on the Mets. Sometimes it works. But still. He's, what are you going to do? I mean, he knows himself that he's messed up, and now he's trying to get it back in the good side. Anyway, here comes Alvarez. He struck out his first time up. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? You made a mistake in the field, so now you need to do something at the bat. And that pitch is swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Let me make a bet that Alvarez, if a pitch is close, is going to he's going to tap his helmet. Let me make that right now. Let's see if he does it. And the Mets only have one challenge left. Remember that. It's his ego. Did he swing? They said he swung. Did he swing? I don't know. Come on, tell me if he swung or not. I guess he did. 0-2. So right there, he's got 0-2 count. But like I said, Alvarez loves to hit with an 0-2 count. So that's Alvarez for you. But let's see if he taps his helmet. And that's a strike call, and he did not tap it. Oh, boy, he did not tap it. He wanted to, but he did not, and he struck out. 2 outs. It's going to bring up A.J. Ewing, who's 1 for 2 with a single last time up. I really thought he was going to do it. He looked, and he said, oh, yeah. But it clearly was a strike, guys. It was a strike. He's got 9 strikeouts today. His career high. He ties his career high, Logan Henderson. That doesn't look good for the Mets getting struck out 9 times, man. Not good at all. That's a pitch that swung on, and A.J. Ewing hits it. It's going to go past the right fielder at the wall. A.J. Ewing could go to third, maybe. He may go. No, he didn't. He didn't go. He put the brakes on. A double for A.J. Ewing. The Mets have the tying run at second base in the form of Francisco Lindor. Francisco is 0 for 2 today. I thought maybe he could have got there, but center fielder picked it up, and he decided that he was just going to shut it down for a triple. Here comes Francisco Lindor. Now, these are things that they want. This is what these scouts are looking for. If Francisco Lindor, if he's going to go waiving his no-trade clause, and in the bullpen, left pitcher Aaron Ashby is warming up for the Brewers. So they're basically saying, listen, this is the time. You got a man on second, a tying run, a go-ahead run at the plate. Can you do this for us? Can you do it? Like I said, he's 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout today. Let's see what happens. Oh, my God, the bat went further than the ball. That's a baseman. That's a fair ball, base hit by the bat. Can the bat get a fair? That's a base hit. I know. The bat went to outfield. It went past it was actually fair bat. He swung and the bat went all the way to first base. The umpire got out of the way and that bat stayed in fair. So that should be a base hit, right, guys? Why not? They change everything. Everything's changing every year. Can the bat make it to first and you can be called a base hit? Or it's called a bat hit? Anyway, 0-1 to Lindor. I needed to have some of that because this is just ridiculous what's going on today. Lindor is trying to see if he can hold it now with his whatever he put on that bat. Not stick 'em anymore. It's that other stuff. So it's 0-1 count. And he was swinging for the fences. That's why he lost that bat. 0-1 count. Here we go. Next pitch swung on. No, not swung. I'm sorry. Ball, 1-1. It's now 3-2 Brewers. A.J. Ewing at second. 1-1 count to Lindor. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, and he missed it. 1-2. It's a shame. It's a shame. Something. Not only I believe, this is my opinion. Not only the 2 times that he got hurt this year. Something else. It's going to be his 80th pitch right now, thrown by Henderson, and he's going to swing on. Oh, and he looped it right to second for the 3rd out. I thought for sure it was going to maybe. The way the camera angle was, but that's it. The Mets get 1 run on a solo home run by Brett Beatty, and going to the bottom of the 5th, it's 3-2 Brewers. So yeah, I really think that Lindor is time at New York. He just wants out. I think it's time. I think that he'll basically take anything that they give him, especially a contending team. We'll see. If not, by the end of the year, maybe. Who knows? Next off season. Unfortunately, the Mets only get the 1 run. So 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. And like I said, coming up now for the Brewers in the bottom of the 5th will be Churio, Turang, and Contreras. So they get closer. They've got 2 solo home runs today. Too bad we didn't have a man on base, All right, so let's go. What we got? We got Giants now winning 3-0 over the Royals in the bottom of the 7th. Pirates and Yankees going to the bottom of the 9th, still tied at 3. Bottom of the 8th, Red Sox 6, Orioles 3. Just 1/2 inning to go to make it a 15-game winning streak. Nationals or Rockies, still no score, bottom of the 2nd. Athletics and D-backs, top of the 1st, just starting out. Top of the 1st, Reds and Mariners starting out. And that, any finals yet? No finals yet. And that's it right now, guys. Keep an eye on that Red Sox game. I think they said if they get 16 in a row, it's making a history. It's making history. I'm not sure. But we'll check it. Mets, that's a loop. Oh, Lindor missed it. He went high enough. And unfortunately, I'm going to give a base hit, of course, but I got to give that. I got to give it. He leaped and did not catch it. So it's going to be a hit by Churio. He jumped up. Don't get me wrong. He jumped up. But I think he had more time than he thought. And he jumped and he should have backed up a little bit more. But what am I supposed to do? I'm not a professional baseball player. But he got a single. And Turang is up. He's 0 for 1. And a walk. So he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Perez is still pitching. You see, stuff like that. Yeah, no, the Sox, Fizz. You guys got a chance. And tonight I'm doing that Red Sox game. So hopefully, maybe it'll be going for 16 wins. Now, do you know if that's a record going to be 16 or is 15 a record? Because I know they did it they said in 1940 something, they did the 12, when I did the Monday game this week, when they got the 12 games, or the 13 games, they said it was a record, so I don't know about anything past that. It's 1 and 2 count to Turang. I mean, these guys are motoring. The Red Sox have no. They see it. Okay, good. Thanks, Liz. So tonight, when I get to do that game, even though I'm not, like I said, I don't pick a favorite in that, but I got a chance for the Red Sox to get 16 as the new record. That's tonight, and I'll be on at 7 Eastern time for that. I'm excited about it because it's history, but like I said, I don't root for those teams, so, I'm just going to be the way I am. So hopefully it'll be a great game, and, good luck to the Red Sox and good luck to the Red Sox and the Boston fans. So there you go. 2 and 2 count to Perez. Right now, my team's stinking like they always do, so there you go. I can say that. 2-2 count, and I put the clock on like a meatball. That's a base hit. Oh, yeah, hold on. No base hit. No guy want the base hit. That's 2 men on base and no outs. And here we go. Brewers no. Yeah, everything's sticking on my stuff. I didn't want that. I wanted that for the 2 strike count, not for the hit. It's a 2. Perez is okay on the Husker Brozoban for the Mets warming up. So it's a 2 men on base, and William Contreras is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch is swung on and missed. Again, this is a young rookie kid. Now, what I want to see from him is if he can get out of his jam. And let's make sure the Mets don't make the mistakes in the field. As pitch is swung on, he's got an 0-2 count right now. That's a good start. So, that's all we're looking for. I know my team's not going anywhere. Well, I sound like a broken record, but, I'm just letting you know. I know that for a fact they're not going anywhere. So, I just want to see the young kids that may be on the team next year, hopefully, do well. 0-2 count, that's oh, wow. Alvarez had to stop that from being a wild pitch. Wow, he made a nice play. Very nice play by Alvarez. I got to give it to him, guys. I have to. That was a beautiful, nice stop. That was dangerous. That's a golf cut. It's a 1-2 count. And that's going to be a swung on and fouled back. Still 1 and 2. Now, I think that Perez is going to be done after this batter. I think that Brazoban will be coming in unless the Mets make a triple play or something. You know what I'm saying? Because there's men on first and second, so that's what they would need right now to get out of the inning. Anyway, 1-2 count, and it's outside again. This time Alvarez was right there for it, but you can't, that's the problem right there. If you got a young kid going wild now, then that's not good. We don't need wildness. You need kids to go in there and, be confident to throw the strike, get out of this inning. Oh, that's cool. Did the Dodgers win? It seems like the Dodgers always beat. Well, no, it could have been the Mets because the Mets were pretty good against the Dodgers sometimes, I think. Back in 2000? Wasn't that Mike Piazza? Gotta love it. That pitcher swung on. That could be a double play if he hurry up. Bichette gets one. That's it. He may be safe at second, guys. I don't know. That was a slow turning force play. They're going to challenge, maybe. They are going to challenge that. I don't know if they got him at second, guys, because I think that Bichette waited on the ball, and I think he should have just got it and threw. Okay, 0304. Okay, I got you, man. I think he's going to be safe, guys. Yeah, I think he's safe. It's going to be bases loaded. I cannot believe that Bo Bichette waited forever to throw that ball. Are you kidding me? It's bad enough the ball was hit slowly. Come on, you're a Major League Baseball player. What are we doing here? Yesterday they played so good. Yesterday you would have thought the Mets were not the team that was in the last place. Today they're playing like crap. He's safe. Told you he was safe. Come on, are you kidding me? Another mistake that's going to cost them more runs. Yes. You can't have this. There's no way you're going to be a playoff team ever when you don't make these mistakes in the field. And a good team like the Brewers are going to capitalize on it. And now the pitching's going to now the manager's going to come out and blame him, or they're not taking Brazoban out yet. They're not putting him in yet, but they're taking a timeout so that they can get Brazoban ready. But you can't blame the kid on this. He threw the ground ball. He got the ground ball, and Bichette, I don't know what he was thinking. You can't do that, guys. Don't understand this team. I really don't. I'm not going to understand it. Garrett Mitchell's up. Garrett Mitchell is up, right? Am I right? Now, who's up? I don't know what to call that. Contreras is on base, so I got to give him I got to give him a single, I guess. I don't know. Mitchell is 0 for 1. He walked and grounded out, and that's 1-0 count. I mean, you can't do this. You can't make these mistakes and think you're going to be a team that's going to do anything. And like I said, you got to learn from that. You got to, come on, man. You're a professional baseball player. You're one of I don't know how many that are in there, like 4, 5, 6, 800 major league players, maybe more. You got the opportunity to live a life of your dream, and you're going to play like this? Are you kidding me? That's mental errors. You're making mental errors. 2-1 count. 2-1. It just doesn't look good. I mean, with the Beatty mistake and now the Bichette mistake, what is it, a BB mistake today? Both guys have Bs, and that's a swinging strike, 2-2, and then you leave Perez in this problem. You think that his mind is going to be like, oh, well, you know what? Now I got to try to get the bases loaded out. This game is so close, and they're going to make it so far. And a strike 3 call, and he was looking at it. Wow. Mitchell looked at it, struck out. He needed that strikeout. I'm not sure if he's going to be pitching anymore. Brazaban may be coming in to pitch against Vaughn. But listen, the kid did the best he can. And, yep, pitching change. You could call it. I could call it because this is how this mentality of the Mets this year, you know, it's not Perez's fault, most of this. He could have gotten it could have been 2 outs right now with runners on first and third, but now it's 1 out and bases loaded, and now Brazaban has to come in. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense with this team when they make these mental errors. Bichette, I don't know what he did. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Bichette's made some great plays, and I've called the great plays on Bichette a lot. You know what I'm saying? I called a lot of great plays with the bare hand pickups and all that. But when you make a mental error like this, that is just where are you? Where are you in the game when you're thinking this? Because you're not thinking about the game, I'll tell you right now. You clearly had a chance to, not maybe a double play, but you clearly had the chance to get the guy at second, and you didn't do it. I'll be right back. Hold on. Somebody trying to sign in? You trying to sign in? Oh, good. It's not you, right? Oh, I thought somebody was trying to sign on an account. All right. No, Mommy got it. She's saying it doesn't work, Lori. No, I had to check something. They're still out, still back, not back yet. I'm gonna fall on my head over here. Anyway, so yeah, so that's basically it right there. I mean, come on. Brazaban, 41 games, ERA of 2.64, 22 walks, 46 strikeouts, and a .175 opponents against him. Now, another guy that's been pitching great for the Mets, he'll probably be gone as a trade, you know, coming up. So we'll see. Somebody might definitely want him as an eighth inning pitcher, or like he's doing now. First pitch to Vaughn is a strike. Vaughn is 1 for 1, like I told you. He walked and he struck out. So, of course, they got to show me that the best average in baseball with bases loaded are these guys. I think it was a 383 batting average. And it's 0-2 count right now from Brazaban. Again, they're doing this. Down low, 1-2. So, you know. Now Brazaban has to try to get it out of this mess. But the bases are loaded, and Brazaban, 4-seam fastball, sinker, cutter, and changeup. He uses all 4 pitches. That makes him so successful. That's going to be a swinging strikeout. No! Umpire, first base says no swing. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? He went clearly around that bat. Oh, my God, he went so far. You know what? Yeah, he definitely went around, guys. Oh, my God. What are they doing? Well, the Mets ain't going to get any help. You know, 2-2. And he swung that time. And he said no again. Oh, my God, twice. Come on, Green. Get nuts, Green. That's twice. Are you kidding me? He swung twice that time. Look at this, another one. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? What, are you kidding me? He went twice. Forget the one time, he went twice. And he swings, and it's going to be a double play. Lindor to first, second, double play. They got out of the inning, didn't they? Make sure. Brazaban, see that? When you start cheating, not saying the Brewers cheated, but the umpires cheated, to get out of it. Karma, baby. That is bull. The guy struck out twice, guys. swinging, and they said no. And I swear to God, Green was actually yelling for the first time I've ever seen him yell. So anyway, it's a double play. Score that 6-4-3. The Mets get out of that jam. Unbelievable. How do you do that? I mean, I understand the Mets are the worst team, but you don't do that. Come on, man. You don't help a team win. It's bad enough the Mets doing it themselves. Ridiculous. What a wow. Go anyway, they didn't score, so there was no runs. There was 3 hits and 3 left on. Unbelievable. Going to the top of the 6th, the Mets will have Bichette, Binge, and Polanco. You can't do that. Come on, man. You know, that's why people sometimes say to me when they go on the channel, they go, this stuff is fixed. I'm not saying that in some situations, and Houston was caught doing that banging the garbage stuff. It was the first time ever I heard about that since that White Sox scandal, the Black Sox scandal back in the day, And then but you know what? Umpires, I understand you make bad call, but making 2 bad calls in a row and they were both strikes, he swung over that plate twice? Come on. That's where I get a little bit crazy. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here? What's going on? Anyway, Mets got out of that with Brazaban doing his job like he always does. Like I said, somebody's going to pick Brazaban up. If not, I would love to keep him. I'd love the Mets to have him. So, here we go. New pitcher in for them. It's going to be Ashby. 47 games, 3.43 ERA, 57.2 innings, walks 29, strikeouts 78. Opponents are 244 against him. Of course, he's tied for the first place in wins. And the first pitch to Bichette. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Is a strike call. Mets are still in this game. Remember that. Ball low, 1-1. That's what we want. We want to have a chance, at least, especially against the best team in the league, or maybe now tied. I don't know because they lost yesterday, but they're still a great team. You want to be good against these teams, of course. Try to beat them. Have a chance to still do it. 1-1 count. Bichette swinging, and that's going to be, nice play. You got to give it to him. He dove. Second baseman makes the play. You got to give it. Definitely got to give it to him. If I can find my pen, where is it? Well, you're not going to get it if I can't find it. Oh, there. Beautiful play right there. Diving catch by the second baseman. That's 1 gone. It's going to bring up Carson Binge, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. First pitch is a strike call. 0-1. Crazy. This has been one of those crazy games. 0-1. Swinging. Oh, no, swinging. That's the 0-2 count. Next pitch is, now watch, they'll call a strikeout. Oh, okay. The third base umpire says no swing. I was going to say, don't let that first base umpire do it because they'll call a strikeout. It's 1-2 to Binge. Next pitch is swung on and fouled off. Still 1-2. One and two count. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be foul down at the plate. Still 1-2. Let's see, it's after 4 o'clock. Oh, I got 3 hours before the game starts. It better not be no 3-hour game here with another 3 hours with this Brewers Met game. You never know with baseball. 1-2 pitch, and that's low. 2-2. Oh, that's funny. Oh, he struck out looking, and he knew it. He knew it. Another thing is, what happened to, and I said it plenty of times, what happened to protecting the plate with 2 strikes? It seems like a lot of guys do not protect the plate. They just watch the pitch go right by. Don't you think that your eye can still see a ball coming in? I don't get it. Ashby, sinker, curveball, slider, changeup, 4-seam, fastball. The first 4 pitches he uses a lot. And here comes Jorge Polanco, who's 2 strikeouts tonight. If he gets the 3rd, it's going to be a sombrero. That means you're like, you're like sleeping. And then the 4th, if you do, is a golden sombrero. You're really taking a nap on that one. Thanks, Woody. 0-2 count on him already. When you see me shake my head, you just know right away this team is just no good. Got to thank Stearns for this. Got to thank Stearns for this team. I should have like a clip that keeps saying what he said. This is going to be a playoff team. This is a playoff team we built here. That's pitch is swung on, and he missed it. Oh, he didn't get it. Left field's going to make the catch, and that's going to retire the side. So, no runs, no hits, and none left, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Brewers. It's like you got to, I don't know. How could you even say this team was a contending playoff team? How? How could you do that? Then you had our owner believe in that too. Oh, well, this team has not been on a run yet. When it goes on a run, yeah, okay. Anyway, coming up for the Brewers is Bowers, Pratt, and Ortiz. And I think I think Brazaban might be out because I don't think he pitches. Maybe sometimes he pitches 2 innings, but maybe not today. Who knows? Let's see. So we'll see. Hey, Salty! You did it? You got the 15th win? That game's over? Wow, I must have missed the ending of it. I was trying to keep an eye on it. But then I got these Mets doing their crazy stuff again on the field. Congratulations on that, buddy. And guess what, Salty? I did my spin last night. And guess what game I'm doing? Tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Yep. I'm going to be doing it. Because of that, because the Mets were an early game, and you guys were part of the doubleheader. I didn't think they were going to do a doubleheader today. I thought they were going to do a game on Thursday because you guys were off. So I did the spin of all the teams that were going to be tonight, and I saw that the Baltimore Orioles are there. So I did it legitimately, and I can show these right now. I'll show it that I left it that way. Check it out if you can see it. There it is, see? Right there, guys. That was the spin. The last spin was the Red Sox at the Orioles. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't lie. There it is, right there. But anyway, Brazaban's still in the game. Bowers, congratulations on that again, buddy. 0-2. 0 for 2 for Bowers. And that's a pitch swung on. And that's going to be hit to left field. And Binge is going to make the catch. And that's one gone. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, that's going to be a. Somebody told me, This face told me that that's going to be a record 16 if you get that. And that's going to be Pratt, who is 0 for 2. Warming up in the bullpen is A.J. Minter for the Mets, left-handed pitcher. 1-0 count to A.J. To Pratt. Next pitch is swung on and missed, 1-1. Yep. I couldn't believe it. I said, what? I said, all those teams, and it came up that way. I was like, get out of here. It was meant to be. I said, it's got to be meant to be. Hopefully, I don't call the loss. I don't want to call the loss, but you know me. I have no horse in this race, you know. But let's see if it happens, man. 1-2 count to Pratt. All right, so 15 and then 16 would be the record, right? There you go. So Thin was it Thin Lizzy? I keep saying Thin Lizzy. What? Lizzy, this face said he told me that it was going to be a record. Ground ball. That's right to second. Throw to first. That's going to be 2 gone. Score that 4-3. It's going to bring up Ortiz. And that's where the problem happened. The bad misjudgment by Beatty gets a triple, and that's how they got their 2 runs, and then they got another one for the single for the 3rd run, and that's where they are right now. So he's 2 for 2 today, Ortiz. A triple, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. 1-0 count from Brazaban. That's a strike call, 1-1. I tell you right now, Brazaban, somebody's going to be looking to take him to do what he's doing now for the playoffs. I could see it. And of course, I say that, and they're going to get a double out of it. This guy is killing the Mets today. He's going to 3rd. What? That ball is stuck, guys. Get out of here. Come on. That is stuck. Go back. Get out of here. The ball's under the turf. What is wrong with these umpires letting this guy run around the field? If they give him a little league, if they get him a little league inside the park rim, there's no way. I was saying, why does this guy keep running? Where's the ball? It's under the turf. Are you kidding me? And they expect the Mets to go under the turf to get the ball now? No way. That's a double. That's it. Give me a break here. And of course, Brazaban's being taken out because that's the way they do it. So they bring in Minter, who's probably going to give up 2-run home run, and the Mets are going to be down, guaranteed, 5-2. What a game today. This is the horriblest game by far by umpires I've ever seen. Unbelievable, man. You don't realize that the ball is under the turf? You can see it go right under the rain turf, and you let the guy run around the whole bases, then you're going to say, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Ridiculous. So Brazaban's out. Minter's coming in with a man on second, 2 outs. Mets 4th pitcher coming in. I tell you, Salty, I need your game tonight because I'm getting stressed out with this team today. They played a great game yesterday. Everything was right. Everything was like a championship team. And then today, they fell apart in their mentalness, in their field. Mentalness. No errors. No physical, but mental errors. And now the umpires And I don't like saying they cheat, but geez, what are you doing here? Unbelievable. And this game is so close. The Mets got a chance to, and I'm not asking for much. It's so close that we could try to win another series against a great team. I picked the Brewers to go to the World Series, beat the Dodgers and go to the World Series, but I don't know who's going to go. Like I said, I don't know nothing about the AL. I'm not even going to pick that yet. I'm thinking about it, but anyway, Minter's in the game. He's going to pitch to Yelich, and a strike swinging 0-1. Yelich is 1 for 3. And Minter's got 20 games in, 1.80 ERA, 20 innings, 1 walk, 17 strikeouts. Opponents are 234 against him. But like I said, we're just looking to try to get another series win. And that could be our third in almost 2 months. 1-1 count. That pitch is swung on. That's hit deep. Center fielder going back. A.J. Ewing going back. He can't get it. He bounces off of him. There goes a run scoring double. Yelich's going to third. And there you go. There you go. Unbelievable. I told you. Minter, I don't like him. I don't think he should have been on the team, but he's on the team. He's always giving up runs. It's now 4-2. Pitch it right to Yelich down the middle. And A.J. Ewing had to, I don't know why they made him play in, but he was playing so far in, which I don't understand. And there you go. Just like that, he gets a triple, Yelich. Unbelievable how this is going on today. Unbelievable. I just don't believe it. I can't believe what's going on here. Why take Brazoban out when he was pitching good? You put Minter in, and he gives up a triple. It's only his second triple of the season. Here comes Churio. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, come on. You're playing mental sloppiness. It was Beatty I don't know why I keep saying why Beatty was in the outfield when he's a freaking second baseman, third baseman, or first baseman. They had him in left field. There's a swing, and that's probably okay. That's gonna be an out. A.J. Ewing's gonna make the catch, and that's gonna be the inning. But unfortunately, they score to make it 4-2. Unbelievable. So they got 1 run on 2 hits and left 1 on. We're going to the top of the 7th. 4-2, like I said, Brewers. Mets coming up will be Young, Simeon, and Beatty. But you know what I'm saying, guys? Because Juan Soto wasn't in the game, they decide that they're not going to put out Taylor. They put out Beatty, who really can't play the outfield. He's only there when they need him, and they put him out there. And the kid Scott was pitching great. He got himself into a little trouble. He got the 2 outs, and then a fly ball that was hit, and Beatty was like a dog. Don't know what, like a dog or somebody. Something was like he couldn't figure it out, and then he finally tried to leap for it, and he missed it. And there was the first 2 runs. They took the lead. And of course, then the kid gave up a run because that's how it happens. And then the Mets were losing 3-1. Then I have to say that Beatty did get a home run to make it 3-2. But then this inning, this inning, was it this inning? No, it was last inning, actually. Bichette makes a mistake. Couldn't get the out. Was it this inning? No, the last inning when they scored the run. It wasn't his run. It was a mistake, mental error by Bichette. He had a chance to get the double play. He couldn't get the double play, so he slowed up and threw the ball to second, and they were safe. Luckily, they bring Brazaban in and got out of the inning, but then they took Brazaban out this inning, and they put the guy I can't stand, another guy, Minter, which I hope somebody takes him. Go back to the Braves. Go, get out of here. And there you go. That's where we stand right now. A lot of mental errors by the Mets. And meanwhile, Ashby's still pitching, and Taylor's up. And it's a ball. 1-0. Young is 0 for... Not Taylor. I said Taylor again. Young. 0 for 2 today. This game was so close for the Mets. It's still close. But you know what I'm saying? You had an opportunity and you blew it, because I thought the kid Scott was pitching really well, and then all of a sudden you just messed it up. They messed it up for him. He had the lead, and then Beatty with his mental error. It's now 1-2 on Taylor. So two teams at the opposite side of the spectrum, and that's a strikeout swinging. So I don't see the Mets coming back in this game at all. So just because of the mental errors, unfortunately. And that's the way it's going to be with this team the whole rest of this year. You can't win more than one game in a row, really. It's going to bring up Simeon, who hit a home run. He's 1 for 2. The only 2 runs the Mets got have 2 solo home runs. Next pitch is a strike call, 1-1. He just threw 99. That's the first guy that got to 99 tonight, and it's Ashby. Nobody hit 100 yet. I always look for that. This pitch is swung on and missed. He got a 1-2 count now. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, guys? Don't forget tonight, if you don't want to see me stressed out, you just go to that game at 7 o'clock. Orioles take on Boston, and Boston's going for their 16th win in a row. Could be a record. Be there. Got a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Ball 3, 3-2. Whew. Next pitch is outside. You get the walk. Mets can use that. Coming up next will be Brett Beatty, who hit a home run his last time up. And it's not going to be Beatty. And it's going to be Robert, who shouldn't have been out. I don't think these guys should be out taking a day off when you were out half the freaking year. Okay? That's what got me nuts. While they didn't have Robert in the game, after blasting a home run yesterday, that was an unbelievable shot, 451 feet. That was the longest home run this season at American Family Field. And they don't put him in the lineup today. And they put Beatty out in the outfield, and they move Binge to left field. And, of course, they put, A.J. Ewing in center. So right there, I'm saying, hello. You got Taylor who can play. Why Beatty? And why did Robert Jr., I don't understand. Why are they babying these players? Lewis Jr., Robert, 213 average, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs in his 26 games. Like I said, he hit the home run, longest of the Brewers home. any team. He beat everybody with it, they said. So there you go. He can hit the longest one. Do it again now to tie the game up. Foul ball. Oh and 1. Chance to tie it up with a blast if he does it again. Next pitch is swung on and fouled off again. 0 and 2. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it, man. I don't get why these guys who aren't disabled list that long need to have a day off. Give me a break. I watch hockey and I play. Come on. You know, hockey players get broken this, broken that, ripped open this, and they're back on the ice. Same night. And that's pitches, a wild pitch or a pass. No, it didn't go. Simeon did not move, so no advancement. One and 2 count to Robert. And they're going to ask, you know, and then that gets away, and Simeon goes to second. So they finally get the runner over to second on a pass ball by Ashby. It's now 2 and 2. Runner on second. I mean, this game is for the taking. I'm serious. This game could be for the taking if the Mets start thinking and play the game the right way. And that pitch is swung on and he struck out. Well, there you go with that. That didn't work. Go sit back down on the bench because, you know, you're batted for Bailey unless you're coming in the game. Just ridiculous. You know. Here comes Alvarez. Alvarez is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And he may use his, I tell you right now, the Mets have 1 challenge left. He may, Ashby's about to throw his 30 pitch. And I tell you right now, Alvarez in this at-bat may use that last one. If it's a strike call. I'm telling you right now, Alvarez will use that last one if he thinks it's not a strike. And most of the time it is. So here we go. 0 and 1 count. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 0 and 2 because he likes to swing at 0 and I don't know why he's always 0 and 2, but that's Alvarez for you. 0-2 count. And it's a called strike. And guess what, guys? He's tapping on the 3rd strike, and they're going to lose their last. Again, they're going to lose their last thing. He's a strikeout. It's struck out. I don't have to look at it. Yep. Mets lose. What am I? And I want $1 million. Right? I just called it again, and he did it again, guys. Mets get struck out because he challenged it. And I knew it was a strikeout, but he challenged it. He don't like to lose like that. So he wasted the Mets challenge, and the Mets are no more challenges. So now it's in the umpire's hands, which the umpire was horrible all game, but yet the Mets are now making it more horrible because they can't challenge anymore on both sides of the spectrum. Anyway, he struck out for the 3rd time. And that's a sombrero. And that's 2 times looking. So no runs, no hits, 1 left, going to the bottom of the 7th. You know, 4-2, of course, Brewers. Coming up for the Brewers will be Turang, Contreras, and Mitchell. And let's do some 7th inning stretching here because I need it. Okay, it's not working. There we go. We got to get more because, you know, they got the short version here, which I need I got to find a long version. 1 more after that, and we'll check some scores. See what the Yankees did. everybody else, you know that Boston won. They're now 15 games in a row. Hottest team in the majors, moving their way up to first place in the East. Probably taking over that wild card spot, first place spot, you know, all the good stuff. So we'll check it. Well, can we check it? Because I think the game's back again. No score, Cardinals at Angels in the bottom of the second in LA. Final score, Royals beat the Giants 5-4. No score, bottom of the fourth, Nationals at Rockies. 1-0, end of the third. Athletics over the D-backs. Mariners and Red Sox in Seattle, 1-1. Final score with the Yankee game. Yankees lose 5-3. And of course, you know the Red Sox 6-3 over that, and that's the finals right there. Coming up, Minter's still in the game. Minter's still in the game. First pitch is fouled off. Turang is 1 for 2. And new Taylor's now in left. Left, Binge is in right. Torrens is playing first base. You got to be kidding me, Mets. You got to be kidding me putting Torrens at first base. What is up? What is up with this team? Are you kidding me? Thanks, Salty. But you see what's going on here? 0-2 count. And that's going to be a swing. Did he go? He said no swing third base umpire. Let's see. Give me a replay, please. I want to see a replay. Oh, and then they got Abner Uribe, who pitches over 100 miles an hour. I've seen him pitch already for the Brewers. Is in the bullpen warming up. Pitches ball 2-2. I mean, give me a break. Now you got Torrens playing first base. Oh, come on. What is up here? Oh, my God, man. And that's ball because you know why? Because there's no more ABS challenge. That should have been a strike, but the umpire called it a ball. 3-2. Forget it, guys. This team is horrible. Very bad. And that's a walk. Forget it. And you know what the sad thing is? They're going to pin this loss on Scott. Scott didn't lose this game. Yeah, I know, Salty. You were there. You were right. But you guys learned how to win and be teammates. And not make these mental errors and these stupid errors that the Mets have been doing for the whole year. Contreras 1 for 3 with a single. I mean, give me a break. You see what they did? They put Torrens at first base. He's a catcher. Oh, what, did he have experience in the minors or when he was we all had experience when we were kids playing different bases. Ground ball. That's it. Oh my God. They almost blew that. Lindor gets the force play. You know, and he's smiling. You know, I can't with these guys. They get the force out on Contreras. Runner out at second. Just barely got it. Almost, got Turang. Man on first. Here comes Mitchell. I mean, give me a break, guys. Seriously? It's like when you... See, I have to use when I play MLB The Show, and if you put a guy in the wrong position when you're playing the live games, you'll be like, first of all, they give you a penalty, and then also they throw the ball at them, they miss it. They're not telling you should have that guy there because he has no business being there. And like I said, I don't think Torrens is a first baseman. In the bullpen is Daniel Durante, right-handed pitcher for the Mets, warming up. It's a 1-1 count on Mitchell. Like, give me a break, guys. Seriously, I understand the Mets are going nowhere, but what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you guys doing? You're making the team look like crap. The fans are like, are you kidding me? This is what you're doing? This guy has no idea what he's doing, and that's why he was terrible with the Padres when he did that 3 years with them. Yeah, well, like I said, you can't win if you don't put the right team out there. 2-2. And that's a ball. You know what I'm saying? I understand that Juan Soto, well, I didn't really understand because Juan Soto was All-Star break, but you know what? And then I understand, I guess you got to give him a break. But you don't put a guy that doesn't play right field all the time, and you don't put now a catcher that you don't have a bench. That's what they're trying to say, and we all know it. And he struck him out, Minter. They don't have a bench. They gave up a guy in a utility player with McNeil. You know, McNeil played second, outfield, short. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe first base a couple times. I'm not sure, but he did all that. You got Torrens at first base now. And now Minter's coming out of the game because we don't need him anymore. Minter, bye-bye. This guy is... And then you know what? You got 1 day off, and then you got to play the Los Angeles Dodgers, and they're going to destroy them. And I'm glad I'm only doing... Well, if I get nuts, then I'll just do the Friday night game. If they lose that Friday night game, I won't do Sunday. I'll pick somebody else. But Saturday, I'm doing my other games. You know, the Major League, I have to pick a team. You know how I do it on Sunday. It's never a Met game. But I tell you right now, I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking the stress, even though I know the Mets are not going anywhere, it's just that they don't play right, and they're never going to get better. They're never going to get better with this team. That's why I said I gave them 6 guys to keep. After that, everybody else is gone. Go. Bye. But you can't play like this. You can't. How are you doing? I mean, this game is still close. I thought for sure the Brewers were going to sweep them. I said it earlier. I said, oh, the Brewers are going to take this game. That's why I didn't do Monday night's game. I did the game with Salty and you. You know, I had a great time. It was awesome. That game was unbelievable. You know? I come and I say, well, the Mets, lost that game. You know, and then I came back Tuesday and they won 4-0. They played like I said, wait. I said, look at this. They did everything right. And then they come back today and do everything wrong. Not only do the Mets players, but the friggin' manager. How are you putting guys that don't play these positions in these? Because they say, well, you know what? He played a couple of times in high school and maybe. You know, come on. Daniel Durante, 3 games, no ERA, 5 innings, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 0.71 against opponents. So he's only pitched 3 games with the Mets. I don't even know this guy that much. He's only pitched 3 games for the Mets. But yet they use 40 guys all the time. They don't give this guy a chance. They just throw other people in there and say, well, you've been here 40 times already, so you can go 40 more times. Vaughn is 1 for 2. Single, walk, and a run scored. That's a strike call. 0-1. And then you got selfish players on the Mets who take care of the ABS challenge that don't care about the team. Just call a strike, and they knew it was a strike, but yet he does it all the time, Alvarez, so there's no more challenges. So the Mets are faced with whatever the umpire wants to call, and that's it. 1-2 count on Vaughn. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of crap is happening in this team that I see almost every day, because I've done over 40 games of the Mets this year. One-two count, and he swung on and struck him out. No runs, no hits. Right? Nobody was left. Oh wait, one left. I'm sorry. We're going to the top of the eighth, 4-2. Now we're gonna check the poll. Let's see. First, we got the Mets coming up is top of the lineup: Ewing, Lindor, and Bichette. So yeah, the poll wasn't that big because a lot of people weren't around. I get it. Let's see what happens now. Let's see what's going on, if it got changed or not. Well, there's 9 votes, so not that much more. I mean, gotta love the Mets faithful. I mean, they want us to win so bad, and so do I, of course, because I'm a Met fan. You know how it is. You guys want your teams to win. The Mets at 67%, the Brewers at 33%. But right now the Brewers fans are winning it, and the non-Brewer fans are winning it. So whoever picked that, they're winning it. So we'll check it at the end of the game, see what happens, see if it goes to that way or the other way, which I think it might be the other way. I have no faith in the team, like I said. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. It's like saying, hey, you know what? I'll go back to my hockey analysis. Hey, listen, you know what, tonight? I know you're a goal scorer, center. You play center. Can you play goalie for us tonight? Oh, no, actually, you are goalie tonight. I didn't mean to say you can play, but you're going in goal tonight. Yeah, but Coach, I never played that since I was in high school. And he said, well, no, you got experience back in high school and stuff, and you put them in there against these monsters that over 100 mile an hour, slap shots and crap like that. Come on. Where is this going? Is this guy, he's going to leave anyway. He said he's going back to the office. Where, what are you trying to do? And this guy right here, Abner Uribe, 2.43 ERA, 15 walks, 39 strikeouts. The opponents are 190 against him. He's got no earned runs in his last 13 appearances, and this guy throws over 100 miles an hour. I'm telling you right now. Watch, I'm going to call it. Lara is at right field, and Bowers is now at first. Well, because why? Because Bowers can play first. Because they had to move and put Lara there. There you go. Fielding. See? That's why they're number 1 in the division. Anyway, it's Ewing up 2 for 3. First pitch is a 99 mile an hour ball. Single and a double for Ewing. I mean, are we going to see Juan Soto anytime? Or is that an official day off? Oh, yeah, we're sorry. He gets an official day off. We can't give him he's got to have official. 1-0 count. Pitches swung on. I'm sorry. Strike 1-1. It's just, come on, guys. You can't put a team on the field and say, well, they're a major league team. No, it ain't happening. Sorry. He's got a sinker and a slider. That's all he throws. That's it. That's all he has. But yet his sinker is almost over 100. And Ewing just knocked himself with the ball. Insult to injury. Right off the knee, top of the knee. He's all right. He's okay, right? You're okay, buddy? It's just ridiculous. I don't even know how Cohen can see this team and say, oh yeah, well, we got something here. We got something. 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. It's 100 mile an hour. First one today. Well, no, maybe not the first one. Was there somebody else with 100 mile an hour? I can't remember. No. Oh, Ashby did, I think. Yeah, Ashby got 100 or 99 or something. Anyway, 1-2 count to Ewing. Here comes a pitch, and that's going to be a strikeout. Looking, can't challenge it anyway because why? Because you know why. It's going to bring up Lindor. He's 0 for today. Ridiculous team. And that's the pitch. Is a ball upstairs. He lined out in the 50s, 0 for 3, like I said. Next pitch is fouled back, 1-1, and a 99-mile-an-hour sinker. 1-1. And that's going to be a 100-mile-an-hour pitch, sinker, ball, 2-1. Yeah. 2-1 pitch. Slider. Strike 2, 2-2. I mean, don't you think if you're a team that's in this position that you want to go out trying to, be a different team before the end of the year? 100-mile-an-hour sinker, and it's 3-2. You know what I'm saying? Show pride that you're wearing a Mets uniform with all the greats that passed by, gone, Come on, man. Show pride in your team. They don't. Not all of them. Some of them. That ball is swung on. That's going to be a base hit over the second baseman's head. Lindor gets his first hit of the game. I mean, come on. Show that you still got, something for this team. I tell you right now, don't think that there's people out there that just change their alliance. They can't take the losing anymore. Like I said, I've been there from a long time, and I'm still here. There's a lot of people that change. They say, nope, that's it. I'm done with your team, and they lose their fan base. And you can't blame them. That's a strike call to Bichette. He's 0 for, actually, he's 1 for 3 with a single. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I know the team ain't going anywhere, but I just want them to show that they can, compete. That's going to be a call strike. There's nothing you can do, nothing you can say about it. That probably was a ball, and it's a strike call. It's definitely a ball. The guy showed it on the thing just to pee off us Met fans. That ball was not even a strike, but guess what? Mets don't have AB's challenge. And then next pitch is going to strike out just like that, guys. You see, you can't do that. Two things happened on that play. The one pitch was a ball, clearly, but what happened to protecting the plate with 2 strikes? You don't protect them anymore. I see everybody just watching the pitch go by. 2 outs. It's going to bring up Carson Binge, 0 for 3. Ground ball. That's going to go past the third baseman for a base hit. Mets got first and second. Now bring up Juan Soto. Pinch hit for Polanco. They don't have anybody. They wouldn't even have anybody to play first base then. That's how bad this team is. No bench. Bring in Soto, right? The guy pitches 100 miles per hour, maybe get lucky and crash a 3-run home run, and the Mets take the lead. Right? But no, Polanco's up. He's 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. You can't make this. I'm not making this up. This is true. Mets got to change their ways or they'll be like this for years. And then you know how the crickets are outside, and then that's what's going to happen. The Mets will be like, wow, the Mets don't have anything. I can't do a cricket, but you know. That's the way it's going to be. You can't do this. 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a strike. Wow. They're challenging it. See? He's going to challenge it because he said, wait a minute, you're not going to call a strike on that, buddy? It's probably a strike because that guy has not lost any challenges today. That catcher right there. And he got the strike. He has not lost a strike. I tell you, this guy is way better than anybody I've ever seen. It's 1-1 now. Next pitch is going to be perfect for a strike swinging. See, there you go. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, Milwaukee, because they told them, listen, we got a guy at home plate that can call the strikes. He's good at it. Don't worry about it. Don't get crazy when you're batting. Let them take care of it. Mets, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. You can throw the strike if you want. And he wanted a strike on that. He was about to throw him out, throw it around the bases. Which why? He thought it's 3 outs then if he would have done that, but it's ball, 2-2. This guy was thinking it was a strike, but he didn't use it. 2-2 count. That's gonna be a ground ball. Second baseman gets the play. He's got a slow runner, and he's out. You know, he makes come on. They should check that, just in case. Nope, of course not. They checked it, but it didn't work. Because Polanco can't run. The guy bobbled it in his glove. And he still couldn't get it to first. And he wasn't even on the bag. Whatever. 4-3 put out. Mets can't do nothing. Leave 2 men on base. Going to the bottom of the 8th. Still trailing 4-2. That's another thing. You got to get guys that can hustle. These guys do not hustle. A lot of these Mets do not hustle to first base at all. Coming up for them, Bowers, Pratt, and Ortiz. And you want to make a bet? Let's make a bet. Let's see if Devin Williams is coming in the game for no reason at all. Let's see. Mets had a chance. They had a chance to take this game. Scott looked pretty good. And then, of course, mental errors took over the game. The Mets could not go a day without being perfect. One day. We're only asking for one more day to be perfect to get a win for the kid. Because you had a chance with that kid today. I'm telling you right now, those are your future right there. Thornton, Scott, McLean are your future pitchers. If you don't, Stearns, I swear, if he gets rid of those kids, then you can say goodbye to me as a Met fan. I'm telling you right now, those kids right there are your future. Besides Ewing and what's his name? Binge. And of course Soto. Those right there are it. And who else did I say? Well, Holmes, you keep him too if he wants to stay. Ground ball, right to second, over to first, and they kept, what's his name in the game? Good thing. They kept Durant in the game. It's 4-3 put out. Bowers is out 4-3. I don't think they even got him at first. I swear to God, that foot did not go on that bag. See? Wasn't on the bag. Anyway, it's going to be Pratt. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch is a ball. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. The Mets, in my opinion, have to keep those players because you can't. And McGill's in the Trevor McGill, Tyler McGill's brother, ex-Met, of course, or Met, like it was. I don't even know where Tyler McGill went. Anyway, it's a 2-0 count. Is he still hurt or is he gone from the Mets? Who knows anymore? Next pitch is popped up and out of play. Well, Alvarez. Nope. Sorry, Alvarez. You waited too long. Wow. I'm only going to have like it's almost 2 hours from that game. Wow, I got to get everything set up again. And come on now, get this game over with. Remember, 7 o'clock tonight, Eastern. I'll be doing that Baltimore Red Sox game. Red Sox are going for the 16th win. A new record they're going for, so that should be exciting. I won't have to worry about any of this stress over here from this, for 2 days, because Thursday I'll have to pick a team for Thursday, and then Friday, of course, Shohei and his boys come in. And I'll do that game, but if they lose that game, but if they lose it bad, or if they lose it where stress comes out of me, I won't do Sundays. 2-2 count from Durante. Durante, I guess his name is. Ground ball, foul. Still 2-2. And of course, Saturday afternoon games, I do it for the major leagues. I pick a team, and there you go. So a couple of times this week, I did a lot of like I said, almost 30 plus or 36, something like that. I got the playlist for that. Other games besides the Mets. So and that pitches a ball, 3-2. On deck is Joey Ortiz, who is the big star of this game for the Brewers. Pitch is swung on, and that's going to be a pop-up to... Oh, look who's there. Out by who? Binge. Beatty's not there. Was there earlier. Can't get over it. I just can't get over it. I'm not going to get over it. Ortiz, like I said, 3 for 3. Nope, no strike. You can frame it all you want, Alvarez. 1-0. He's got a triple, a double, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Like I said, he's what makes this team go today. That's a strike, 1-1. On deck is going to be, of course, Yelich. Oh, is that? No, or who is that? That's not Yelich. That's going to be a call strike, 1-2. Is that Yelich? Maybe not. Maybe they took Yelich out of the game. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a... Did he go? Of course not, because the first baseman never says that a Milwaukee guy goes. 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be our ball outside. 3-2. I don't know if that's Yelich on deck. Yes, Yelich is on deck. Okay. I'm going to say, why take him out of the game? He's been helping the game out too today. He got that 4th run for them. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. And that's ball 4. Just like that. Another walk issued. Gives up Yelich. Yelich is 2 for 4. Single, triple, and 2 RBI. So both him and Ortiz are the stars, actually, for the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch is a ball called. 1-0. Hopefully this game will be over by like 5:15, and then I can start everything going for the next game. Next pitch is swung on and fouled off. 1-1. And have my dinner off camera. One count. Throws it up high, almost throws it away because, I don't know, they just wanted to. Torrens is at first base and made a nice jump there. Now, I'm not saying that Torrens is not a good fielder, but he's a catcher. He no first baseman. 1-1 count. He still hasn't got to throw to second. He's going to be safe. Stolen base for Ortiz. So 1-2 count now because he swung at that. No sliding gloves, just his regular batting gloves, and that's the way to be, in my opinion. 1-2 count. It's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be the third base, and it's hop. Nice play by Bichette, and he gets him out. Nice getting that hop up top like this. He got it like this. And that retires the side, so no runs, no hits, and 1 left. Make it a 5-3 put out. Going to the top of the 9th, Mets get their last licks. See if they can come back or not. And what'll be coming up for the Mets will be Young, Simeon, and I believe it's going to be, I'm not even sure if Robert Jr. is in the game or not, so we'll see. I don't think we're going to see Juan Soto, so in my opinion, I don't think so. Because when the last 2 times I asked why was Lindor out, and then when they finally said it on the, that one of the reporters asked, well, he had a scheduled day off, so you weren't going to use him at all. No, even though they had a chance to win the game or tie it, do something, and yeah, no, he had a scheduled day off. All right, so there you go. So don't ask about Juan Soto because he's probably got a scheduled day off. No matter what, the Mets could have bases loaded, a chance to take the lead. Juan Soto's not coming out of that. He's not coming out because he's got a scheduled day off. I just got to get out of this Met game today because I'm really not liking it. And I started this game, and I started this after last night's game. I started looking like, wow, they did everything right, and now they got Scott coming in. And he's a great pitcher too for the Mets. Let's see if they get him a win because I thought we had a great chance today. Logan Henderson and him were about the same, 3-1, and he had a better. Scott had a better, like a 10-point better average, but all of a sudden, the mentalness of the Mets showed up. Not the physical error, but the mental error, and that's what kills you. And that's why the Mets are losing the game 4-2. That's it. And once that mental error happened, I even said it. You can go back and hear it. Oh boy, that's it. Game's over. Mets are not coming back. The Mets have 2 runs, 7 hits. Brewers have 4 runs, 9 hits. And they have 1 error. Trevor McGill coming in to close. He's got 15 of 17 save opportunities, 2.84, 48 strikeouts, 10 walks, 38 innings. So here you go. He's only blown 2 saves before. Is Juan Soto around? Nope. I don't see him. They're not showing him. Anyway, here comes Marcus Semien. No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's Taylor. What did I say? So Taylor's being bat for Young. So pinch hitter, a weak hitter for another weaker hitter. So there you go. Even though Taylor's got 7 home runs this year, still considered to me a weak hitter. 1-0 count. Next pitch is a low pitch. 2-0. Taylor's batting .228, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs. Actually, he was in the game already. I didn't even know he struck out once. I didn't even know he was in the game. So he's already been in the game. I haven't even seen him. So I guess he wasn't. I guess that wasn't Young last time up. Next pitch is strike call. That's 99 miles an hour for McGill. I did not even know that he was in the game. He's 0 for 3 against McGill. Next pitch is inside, and they're not going to call it. 3-1, another 99-mile-an-hour pitch. I'm sure that umpire is going to use that against the Mets pretty soon, the ABS challenge, because the Mets have no more left. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be called. Whoa, they didn't call a strike on it. They're not even challenging the pitch. Milwaukee has 2 challenges left, and they didn't even challenge it. So the Mets get a walk. They started off with a walk right there. Tying run at the plate coming up. I didn't understand that at all. Milwaukee did not even challenge that pitch. Here comes Marcus Semien, who homered. And he is 1 for 2 with a walk also. Pass is a strike. 0-1. Here comes the next pitch. It's a ground ball. First base, he can't get him. He couldn't get it out of his glove. So Mets get a man on second, but they get the out of first. I don't understand what happened there. He had the chance for the double play, and he didn't get it out of his glove. So right there, you got to give him that, because that might cost him. You never know. No. What is going on today? What is going on there? So field of choice. That's what it's called. So who's coming up for the Mets? Is it going to be... Oh, it's Torrens. So Torrens is actually in the game at Roberts' spot, or that pinch hit spot. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. It's 0-1 count. Next pitch is going to be low. 1-1. 229 average, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs in 62 games for the Mets. Juan Soto has not even got his, he ain't even got his uniform on. He's got his hoodie on, so that means he ain't getting the bat. Not coming up the bat, people. That's going to be a fly ball. That's going to be right to the right fielder. That's 2 gone in the 9th. So you right away, I just told you, Juan Soto is not going to be batting in this game at all, which I knew it would be. And the Mets are going to leave it up to Alvarez to try to tie this game up and head it over to extra innings, or this game is over and the series is over and the Brewers will win the series 2-1. So there you go. This is not the way you're supposed to be. You give him a full day off. You shouldn't do that ever. You're a Major League Baseball player. Unless he's hurt, which I don't know. Alvarez is 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. He's got the sombrero. If he gets a 3rd strikeout, it's the golden sombrero, and the game's over, of course. Here we go. What's it going to be? First pitch is a strike call. Alvarez can't challenge it because he's the one that lost the challenges for the Mets. So all you have to do is just throw it around the plate. Umpire will call strikes and the game will be over. Next pitch is coming. And that's going to be a ball low, 1-1. Now, Alvarez has power. He can tie this game up with one swing. So, in this situation, I like that he's batting ninth in this situation. Not the whole game, but this one right here. So, 1-1 count. Pitch is swung on, and that's going to be a base hit past the shortstop. Are they going to try to score him? They are going to try to score him. Throw it to second to keep Alvarez at first. The Mets take. The Mets get a run to make it 4-3 on an Alvarez single. I mean, I didn't know. They looked like Taylor was being held up, but then he made him spin around. I really don't like that third base coach either. He's made mistakes before, but anyway, Mets now got a runner on first, and there's no pinch runner because they ain't got nobody. And A.J. Ewing will be coming up, and A.J. is batting 2 for 4, a double and 2 strikeouts. Mets got the tying run at the first base, and the winning a go-ahead run is at the plate. So, and again, they showed Juan Soto with this hoodie on, just walking around. So there you go. Don't expect that to come happen. It ain't gonna happen because he would have been on deck already, or actually would not be because Lindor really would have been used already. But anyway, here we go. That's a ground ball. Dive by the third baseman, and he throws him out. Oh my God, that was unbelievable because Ewing is a fast runner, and this game is over. Unbelievable dive by the third baseman, and you know who it was. You know who it was, guys. I'm not kidding. It was Joey Ortiz who played the best game probably of his career against the Mets, and he won. It's his game. He won it by himself. He started the whole thing, and that's why they won the game today. What a play by Joey Ortiz to end the game with a fast runner, and he got him by like 2 blocks at least. I mean, come on, he was done. So final score, Mets lose 4-3. And that is it. Mets do not get the series. The Brewers win their series. Take it 2-1. There you go. Nothing I can say. No happy recap on that. I mean, like I said, you know what happened if you watch the game with me. It just, you lost the game. It was 4-3 loss, but they lost that game because of mental errors in the field. They could have won this game, but unfortunately, the Mets again cannot go with winning a game after winning a game. They can't go get 2 wins in a row for like the last month and a half, or at least this month earlier, whatever it was. I think they had 3 at one point. That was it. I'm not sure, but they can't do it. They can't do a perfect game like yesterday. They had a perfect game yesterday. They did everything right. Today they did nothing. Nothing was right in the field. And then the umpire helping out, and then the manager making some. I mean, come on, man! You don't put these guys where they're not supposed to be. So I am done with this tonight. The Mets, unfortunately, like I said, had a chance to win it with Scott, and they blew it. So Scott now takes the loss. Did he take a loss? He may have. Wait, did the Mets ever? No, the Mets never tied it up. So Scott takes the loss. He's 3-2. Logan Henderson wins it. He's 4-1. Save was for McGill. I think it was his 15th or something like that. Anyway, that's it. I will be back doing the Baltimore Red Sox game. There'll be a whole different me. No, I do not have any horse in that race. I'm just going to do the game for both the Baltimore and the Red Sox fans. So come join me. You'll see a difference than this stuff that's going on here with the Mets. I will be back again for the Mets on Friday. Unfortunately, tomorrow I'll be doing a pick a game for tomorrow night's games. So you'll see that also on my channel. Thanks again for stopping by. Thank you for that subscriber. I do appreciate it, everybody. I do appreciate. Well, you know what? Let's check the poll. Final poll. See if there's. Well, we got 12 votes, guys. Thank you very much for that. We got the Mets winning at 75%, and we got the Brewers at 25%. So, unfortunately, the Brewers fans win, and they get it. Well, you know, at least we had the Mets fans crying. We had Mets fans crying, you know. So, but anyway, that's it. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great rest of your evening. And if I don't see you tonight, see you back on Friday or tomorrow or Friday, whatever. And thanks again. And